and we will hit the confirm or go live. I did not change the metadata on Twitch, but it's all good. Like I should have. Okay, I think we are live. Yay! Hey everybody, welcome back to At the Top of the Order. Really glad to have you with us. This is our first of 2 games in May. This first group, we have 3 players. I will give them a chance to introduce themselves here in just a moment. If you are coming into this stream as a new viewer, welcome. If you are coming back to us, welcome again. Thank you very much for coming and joining us. This is a really fun stream that I desperately wanted to do, born out of what I was seeing as a necessity to introduce new players to the game. D&D is more popular possibly than it's ever been before. 5e is super accessible. There are really popular streamers. I'm a huge Critical Role fan. That's kind of actually how I got into D&D several years ago. So it's just one of those things where I wanted to offer this opportunity because it's so much fun to learn how to play this game. But the rulebook is big, and it's a lot, and it can be really stressful. And so here we are. We go a little slower in these games. We ask a lot of questions, we give a lot of answers, we look up a lot of stuff in Roll20 and in the player's handbook, so be patient with us, and we really, really appreciate you watching. So I'm Hallie, I am your DM for this game, and I'm going to have our players introduce themselves and their characters. We will start with, I'm throwing you into the cheese grater here, Willow, it's up to you now.
Oh, alright. Hey guys, my name is Willow, or in Icelandic Villimey. And I'll be playing Alaria, the Tiefling Rogue. I just recently published a book that is on sale on Amazon, and it's named Nocturnal Blood, and it's a really nice, dark and gritty vampire story. So if you're interested in that, by all means, check it out.
Awesome. Can they find that link anywhere in your Twitter or any social media, Willow?
Yes, it's on my Twitter and also on my Instagram account.
Yeah! Woohoo! So, and what's your handle on Twitter?
Twitter handle is Villimey S.
Wonderful. You can see how to spell that if you are an American like me. Down at the bottom you can see how she spells her name. And then we have Kelly with us.
Hi. So I'm Kelly. I'm playing Theo, the half-elf wizard. What's wrong with me?
Words are hard. I know this. I fumble over them constantly. Half-elf wizard.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah. Do you have anything you want to promote or anything?
No, I'm just here for the fun.
Hey, that is good too. And then we have, last but certainly not least, a brand new player. I have my hooks in a brand new player. I love it. Noelle.
Hi, I'm Noelle. I'm playing Alandra. She's a barbarian. I have nothing really cool to say about myself.
It's totally fine. No, it is what it is. I like to offer everyone that opportunity. And I will also take advantage of it. We just opened 2 new threadless shops. I have one. It's pinned to my Twitter. You can find me at Hallie the DM. Currently, I have the threadless shop that's operating for me. I just have kind of generic D&D class designs in there, but I am through June 7th. If I make any money out of the shop, which I've already had a couple orders placed, so yay, thank you, donating all the money to the ASPCA, which helps abandoned and abused domesticated animals and pets of all kinds, dogs, cats, horses, gerbils, birds, turtles, any of them, to get them out of those situations and hopefully help save them and give them better lives. I am a cat mom. I've always had pets, so it's an organization close to my heart, so all of that money that I make through June 7th will go to them. And then my group, I am the DM for the Terrible Party, Small, Terrible, and a Dragonborn Party. Yes, my players nickname themselves the STDs, it's their fault. There we go. It's at terrible_party, and that shop is also pinned there. That is a little more campaign insider jokey, but if y'all need some help from Dwarf Jesus, you can go and get your Dwarf Jesus gear, or I do have actually a water bottle here, our All Hail the Dude Father, because that's what happens when you try to say All Father or All Hammer and you say Dude Father instead. So Kelly, I know your feeling about not having words. Because it's now Dude Father, apparently. It's what I have to go with. All right, so we're going to get these guys rolling. I want to also mention that this is a one-shot written by the Arcane Library. Thank you very much for your brilliant one-shots. I love using them. Like with a lot of one-shots that I run modified versions of them based on the player's player experience, characters that they're playing. So this is, and also my taste in things, but this is a brilliant one-shot. It's called the Masque of Worms. So we're going to start here. All right, so the three of you are in this grand dining hall. There are no other chairs at this an ornate table besides one tall one that you see here. And sitting in it is a kind of large man, not heavy set, but just he clearly was used to at one point manual labor, blacksmith or something, and then came into money. And he almost looks like he doesn't fit in his clothes to a certain point. He's just too broad and too burly for that. He has huge mutton chops, well-trimmed mustache, and all dark brown hair. His dark brown hair on top of his head is pulled back into a little fashionable queue. And he has welcomed you into his home. His name is Baron Heinrich Rennet. And he is the well-respected lord of the nearby towns and farmholds. He has this small barony. And he's sitting there, and he is clearly agonized. He's asked you here for one reason. The three of you have made a little bit of a name for yourself over the last several months. You banded together, you saved some farmers, you rescued some sheep. That was an adventure. Kept a barn from being set on fire, and he is now hoping that you could assist him. You know that he's asked you here to find his beloved wife, the Baroness Eleanor Rennet. She's gone missing. She attended a masque, a grand party at Count Lebrim Moldavia's estate, Moldavia Manor, 2 nights past. She's not come home, and no one's heard from her or anyone at the manor since. He's deeply concerned. So he is sitting there, head in his hands, looking stressed and pained. It doesn't look like he slept over the last 2 nights. And he looks at all of you and says, thank you, and waves his butler off. Do come in, please.
Oh, yeah. How's it going?
Been better, unfortunately. Yeah, thank you for coming so swiftly. I know it was last moment's notice. Whatever reason you may be here, whether it's the reward or you truly are the heroes that I've heard you are, or both, I care not. I simply need you to track down my wife and bring her back.
How long has it been since you went missing?
He looks outside, kind of calculates where the sun is in the sky. Nearing on almost 3 days. She was to return 2 days ago. It was only supposed to be a one-night affair. She was going on behalf of the barony as a representative. She's so beloved and lovely. And you watch him as he's talking about her. He's fingering this, looks like a brass locket. It doesn't befit his current station in this grand dining room. It looks battered and worn, but he's messing with it as he's talking about Eleanor. She went on my behalf. I was too busy with some of the local farmhands, and she's not come back, I'm afraid.
Can I cast the ritual Unseen Servant?
So as a ritual... Let me see here. So this is a really wonderful question. This is the type of thing we look at. So as a ritual... it would be
about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah, you would actually have to sit down and do this.
I'll take a seat.
Okay, there are no chairs other than his.
I'll sit on the floor.
There we go. Okay, so you just, out of nowhere, just sit on the floor, and the Baron kind of looks at you and... right, do I?
Don't mind him. Don't mind him. Just focus on us.
Yeah, we have more questions for you.
Very well. Ask away, please.
So you say she was at a party type thing?
Yes, it's it's Count Lebrim Moldavia. I'll put that
Who
in
else
chat.
is there?
Representatives from the various other baronies. I'll be honest with you, I don't truly keep track of most of them. She's the politician, I'm afraid, not me.
So it was mostly politics and nobility?
Correct. Minor nobility, like most of us are. Probably some, wealthier merchants, that kind of thing. But this is a semi-annual grand party that Count Moldavia puts on. He is truly the wealthiest of all of us, and he likes to show off, we'll say, politely.
And the people...
What's your relationship?
Oh, sorry. Who wants to go?
Yeah, go ahead. You go first.
Okay, all right. What is your relationship between that particular
Myself and Moldavia?
Yeah, and also what's the relationship with Eleanor and that person?
Well, he and Eleanor grew up in the same social circles, so they know each other quite well. I'm sure it was not a shock that she showed up and I didn't. I'm not. And he's kind of shifting in this clothing that he doesn't look like he's used to, and he says, I was a farmer and a blacksmith before I came into money that a great uncle left me, an uncle I didn't even truly know about. But Eleanor comes from more refined circles, so she and Moldavia ran in the same circles. They're roughly the same age. And Moldavia, I've had some talking and dealings with him. He is you see this almost flush of embarrassment come over his face. He's a bit of a wanker, if I have to be honest with you.
My head shoots up. Wanker? Where?
He was known as a bit of a cad and a rogue in his younger days, and apparently hasn't let go of some of that, but he honestly is just kind of selfish and snobby, and yeah.
So all the people under you guys, like merchants, farmers, are they happy with the political landscape? Is there any reason to think that they might be involved in this?
Not mine. And while he's kind of fumbling for words, I would need everyone to roll history checks for me. So this is a D20 plus your history skill that's in that box just to the right of your 6 main stat skills on the far left-hand side of your character sheet.
That's a 23.
Woo!
13?
13?
16.
16. Oh, very good. Okay, so all of you actually roll really well. Kelly, though, while you're focusing, Theo, while you're focusing on this ritual, you just kind of put your hand up. You know that you can't lose focus. You know that this particular barony, the Rennet barony, is well respected in these lands. You're outside of kind of the Forgotten Realms in Faerun, along the Sword Coast, and Baron Heinrich is known as a fair man, a man of the people, they call him. The other baronies are mostly smaller, and for the most part, they all get along okay. There are minor scuffles over property rights, and especially if a farm goes up for sale or something like that, they all kind of get in the mud and mix it up a little bit. But Moldavia and... sorry, I'm blanking on names. Help me out here with your character names again.
Alaria?
Alaria and...
Alondra.
Doggone it, I knew they were both A's. Okay. I blanked for a second. I'm so sorry. You two also know a little bit about Moldavia, especially because he is kind of known as both a dipshit and a snobby asshole. So he wields a fair bit of power in this area, and so it's not surprising that he would call at this ball. It is a well-known political and that's the social event of the year out here in the sticks, essentially.
Okay, so I point at the Baron and give a thumbs up, point out the winner, and give a thumbs down. And keep focusing.
Got it. Okay, and your 10 minutes you're almost up, just so you know.
Nice.
Okay. Is there anything else that I can answer? Of course, I would. The reward is 150 gold pieces each, and I actually have a small piece of land that's looking for a new owner. And if you bring my wife back, it's yours. It has a small cottage on it. You could build a couple more, so you could all potentially have a home here. I would welcome you if you'd like.
We can just all live together, be best friends for life.
That is completely up to
Pass.
you.
I chuckle underneath my.
And he actually stands up and points out the same window you were pointing out, Theo, and you can see off in the distance there's a handful of cottages, and he says it's actually in that small group of cottages, it's all farmers and local traders and merchants, so they're kind folk. They would certainly welcome a group of brave adventurers. Honestly, they'd probably employ you as security if you so chose.
Highly doubt they will trust a rogue, though.
Oh, a few of them have come from, and he kind of grinning, we'll say interesting backgrounds.
I'm not here to judge.
So while they're asking questions, can I kind of like look around sneakily? Like make it look like I'm not trying to look around at any clues or anything, but...
Yeah, are you looking for anything in particular, or are you just trying to get a bead on the place?
Get a feed on the place, see if there's anything that looks like suspicious, like it's weird, it shouldn't be there.
Oh, okay, very good. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me. D20 plus the perception skill that you have.
That is a 9. Not very good.
It's a nice house. He's not overly wealthy. He's got some money. You can clearly see from your surroundings. It's well kept, but you do note that the drapery, the tapestries, they're all very finely made, but they're also probably a few years out of fashion, which could mean one of two things. Either he truly isn't that wealthy, or out here in the sticks, this is what you have access to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? Alaria wants to keep asking questions
Sure.
because he's nosy as hell.
I like it.
Is the ritual done?
It is. I was just going to say. So your unseen servant, you know it's there.
I stand up with a grin.
Okay. I suspect this is going to bite me in the ass. Got it. Okay.
No. Okay, so I tell Carl
Carl. Okay.
to go behind the tapestry,
Oh,
and I
no.
walk up to the tapestry.
Okay. There's one on the left and one on the right of the door you walked into.
I go to the right.
I go to the right. Okay. So
Adventure
Carl
goes
just
to the left.
glides.
I tell Carl to go behind the tapestry.
Okay, so Carl, a largely disembodied and truly unseen servant, just moves behind the tapestry. What is Alaria and Alondra's passive perception? It's 10 plus your perception skill.
I think it's just a 10 for me.
Okay. Alondra?
Oh, sorry, what?
That's okay. What is your passive perception? It's 10 plus your perception skill.
13.
13. Okay.
I thought you were just asking her for a second.
No.
so-
It's okay. Okay, so Alaria doesn't see shit. Alondra, you just notice the one tapestry kind of over near your one shoulder just move for just a second. It's almost like a breeze hit it. But, other than Theo standing there, you don't think anything of it.
No, it probably just farted or something.
And the fart jokes happen. All right. It says, is there anything else? The Moldavia Manor is just about a half a day down the road. You follow the road south of here and you run into it.
One more question before we go. Did Miss Eleanor, did she go just by herself, or were some retainers that were coming with her?
No, she went by herself. She does not trust Moldavia around her maid, if you catch my meaning. They apparently had a little bit of a thing, rumor has it, a while back. And like I said, he's a bit of a cad, so there you go.
Alondra, if you see the Moldavian Baron do that, can you just kick his ass?
Sure. That's what I'm here for.
Okay. Okay. So I asked the tapestry really loudly, is the Baron a bad husband?
What?
We just
And-
got here, Theo!
And the tapestry just moves really gently, like in a approving way.
Oh my god.
Is that a yes or a no there, then? The tapestry moving like that.
I shout, he's a good husband, guys.
Okay.
He looks very confused. The Baron is baffled by what's happening right now.
It's okay. We trusted you. We trusted you. We were just asking you.
Does he leans in to the to Ilaria and Alondra. Is he a medium of some kind? Does he talk to things?
He's just special.
Yeah, he's just
ignore it.
special. He just needs
Okay.
attention sometimes.
Just ignore him. It's okay.
I asked the tapestry again, is the maid a bad person?
Oh my
And the
God.
tapestry is just shaking like hell, really angry.
Horrible. That's amazing.
Guys, we should talk to the maid. I think she's a bitch.
I
Right.
think the Baron just established that, you know.
I need to talk to the tapestry.
Yeah. So can we talk to the maid then? got her
She is
accolades.
not here. She's actually at her family home. A few barons
And where is
off.
that?
It's a few baronies off. It's about a 3-day journey from here.
So why isn't she here though? If she's the maid,
Her sister is pregnant and she is a midwife, so
get another midwife.
well, family affairs I don't know, but she left before my wife ever left. If you're suspicious, it's not her.
I mean,
Can
just-
you order her to come meet us at the Moldavian quarters and get a new midwife?
No, I'm afraid not. I don't really. I'll be honest with you. I don't manage the household. That was all Eleanor's job.
Can we send a letter?
You could, but I'm afraid it would probably take close to a week to get there.
Can I ask the Baron if he has any health potions?
I'm afraid not. I'm actually divesting myself of a fair bit of my current resources in paying you.
The tapestry moves really angrily.
I truly, I just,
I thought I was the greedy one.
yeah, we've established that with Ilaria, haven't we? Sorry, pardon me. If you could make haste to the manor, I will give you pretty much anything you ask for at this point.
I want that tapestry.
It's yours.
Fantastic.
How about you collect it when we come back, because it's going to be a little bit to carry.
It is quite
I'm
heavy.
not carrying that.
So we'll just get it when we come back. For you.
I tell you what, I'll have a couple servants roll it up and wrap it and prepare it for a journey. I really, truly just need Eleanor back. She is the love of my life, and I would...
Tapestry, is he telling the truth?
Don't
it's-
say that right away, you know.
They have a special connection.
just still. It's just still. It doesn't say anything.
Wow. Tapestry's kind of a dick.
Theo's kind of a dick.
What do you mean?
Please, if there's anything else I can tell you, but truly, if you want to get there before full dark, now would be the
Could you
time
give
to
us
leave.
Could you give us an description of how what Eleanor looks like and what kind of clothes and what kind of mask she was wearing for that ball?
Absolutely. Yes, and it was a masked ball. She had a fine porcelain mask with a dark crimson ribbon on the back to secure it. It's made out of gold filigree and a few gemstones, mostly small rubies, that kind of thing. It was a family heirloom, I suppose. She
Damn, I'm getting that.
She took with her a small chest of clothes, but really, she did take her horse, so the horse would have been laden down with a few saddlebags. So if the horse is there, that you may want to check the stables. Those are around the back of the home. She's a tall, lovely woman with dark brown hair. It's shot through with gray just a little bit. Don't mention that to her. She's a little, certain about it, so maybe don't mention that. Bright blue eyes, kind of thin features. She has a thin face. Trust me, you'll know her when you see her. She lights up the room.
You don't have any paintings or anything of her?
That's a good question.
And he's back to touching the locket around his neck. And
Can
he
I...
undoes it and holds it out. Just promise me you'll bring it back.
Sure, I will do that.
I feel like we don't need to take it with us. We just what she looks like.
Of course. And he flips it open, and inside is a miniature oil painting of what looks like an elegant woman in her late 30s. Bright blue eyes, dark brown hair done up in a very neat, kind of fancy braided hairstyle with a dark green dress on. Thin, almost bird-like features. She's very pretty. Long neck. She almost has like a dancerly vibe to her. Everything's kind of elongated. Pardon me.
Can I take one last look around the room?
What
Just
are you
looking for-
looking for?
Something secret.
Oh boy. Okay. Make a perception check. D20 roll plus your perception skill.
Damn. It's an 8.
8! That tapestry's really nice. You think it'll look good in your house when you get it. It's pretty nice. It's a forest scene. Very, very domestic, very pretty with flowering trees and a garden and birds.
Alaria wants to persuade the Baron to keep the locket because Alaria's memory can be something shit.
Okay, so you want to take it with you. Okay.
For reasons.
Okay. I will note that the locket is not worth anything. So, go ahead and make that persuasion roll. What do you say to him to try to persuade him?
Well, Baron, it would be better for us to have the actual locket with you, with the painting on, in case we're walking around and asking if people have seen her. You know, sometimes just our description of her might not match what is actually seen on the painting.
Okay. Go ahead and roll persuasion. D20 plus your persuasion skill.
24.
24!
Ooh.
Jeez!
Dang!
Yep.
Woof.
Told
All
ya.
right. Yeah.
We're taking-
For secrets.
He's that makes complete sense, and he hands it over.
Thank you very much.
It's on a brass chain. It is starting. Everything's kind of starting to tarnish. You can also see actual worn spots on the front and back of the locket itself. Like this is where he you can see this is from where he constantly is touching this thing. It's very.
I'll make sure you get it back though.
Thank
Though
you.
it doesn't look like it'll be worth much anyway, and so you'll get it back.
Right. It really is just, it's just sentimental. It's the first thing she ever gave me. So when neither of us had any money. So.
All right, guys, are we then ready to check it out? What's going on?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay.
Alright.
I just note I'll walk out last, look back at the Baron, and say, do anything bad, she'll tell me. While I point at the tapestry, it goes like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Smithers!
There's just a wind. No, it doesn't matter.
Smithers! And you see a liveried gnome butler run in the room. Smithers, is there something wrong with that tapestry? And you guys hear that as you start to walk out.
Really quickly, we walk out really quickly, dragging Theo with us.
I shout really loud.
Okay. It is late afternoon, or I should say mid-afternoon, so you know you've got about a 5 or so hour walk ahead of you. He did tell you go on the road straight south, and Moldavia Manor is the next one that you see.
Do we know what direction south is, or are we just gonna guess?
You know what direction south is.
Do we have a compass with us?
I would never. Yeah, that's not something I would like get hell bent on. You just lost. You can just go.
We just roll for it. We're like,
You
oh, we
just-
went in the wrong direction. Oh well.
Mess around in the woods. Go on. I don't know, some stuff.
That's fun, though.
You
I like
could.
the woods.
But then you don't get paid.
Are we
I want that
walking
money,
or
guys.
Are we on horses?
You're walking.
Okay, I'm mounting Carl. It looks like I'm floating.
I don't know if Carl can do that.
He has a strength of 1.
Nope.
Damn it.
2. Strength of 2, and there's no way.
Damn it.
So you watch Theo try to swing his leg over something invisible like a small pony and then just fall flat on his ass.
I don't even
God
want to know
damn
what
it,
that
Carl.
was.
I'm just gonna keep walking and just if they get
Yeah.
left behind, they get left behind. Sorry.
I just shake. Laura just shakes her head and like, why did we take him with us?
For reasons.
For reasons.
Because people trust 3 rather than 2. 3 is just a better number.
Fine. No, three's a company.
Ah.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to get like overpowered by having too many people where it's just 2 and we're back to back and surrounded. 3's better.
You're a barbarian. You can fight for 5.
I can, but I want you guys to be able to gain your fighting skills. Because what if I have to leave?
Would you?
Please don't leave.
Well, not right now, but you never know in the future. I mean, you guys didn't accept my best friend for life offer to cottage with me, so I mean, we're on
I
thin
wasn't
ice
drunk
here.
enough.
I was concentrating on Carl. Blame him. God damn it, Carl.
Coral!
God damn it, Carl is the theme of the game, I think. Oh my gosh. So you guys head off down the road. It quickly turns from open farmland into forest that gets denser and denser. You're about 2 hours down the road when it begins to rain.
Ah, crap.
Can Carl hold up a leaf over my head?
Sure.
Yes.
These aren't big leaves, so it only covers about a quarter of your head.
I'll take it.
There you go.
Is
So
it like a light rain or heavy rain?
it's a light rain. It's not enough to be.
Progress.
No, it's not going to hamper you and your travels. It's not going to turn the road like into just pure mud or anything like that.
Okay. Is there anything that we see in the woods?
Everyone can make perception checks for me. D20 plus your perception skill, please.
Oh, God. Only 6.
Oh no!
It's so bad. Get rid of my
14.
dice.
Okay. Deer.
I'm just dumb. I don't see anything.
You see a squirrel.
I can't even see my hand in front of my face at this point right now.
Birds, deer, the occasional rabbit, nothing. There are no people. And as you continue to travel, and you're keeping an eye out on your surroundings, your passive perception is always kind of running in the background. It's like a software program that's always in the background. You start to, the road goes from flat to a little more hilly, and you start to see the end of the forest. And past that, you can just barely make out a large hill. And you do know that Moldavia Manor sits on top of a large hill.
We're getting some good cardio today.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So
Didn't think it would take that fast.
You said that Moldavia was hostile towards.
Sorry, what?
Is Moldavia hostile towards us?
I mean, you don't have any idea. You just know he's basically a rich jerk.
So he lives on top of that hill. Where do the people that he ruled over live? Do we know that? Or
Yeah, you would. In general, the baronies, most of the houses in baronies The central stronghold is going to sit in the middle or close to the center of their land holdings so that they can reach any end of it quickly. So it would be in the middle of his barony, and literally the barony, the Rennet barony and the Moldavia barony sit almost right on top of each other.
Because I just want to know if we saw any townspeople, if we could talk to them, like if we encounter them on the way to the manor.
You have seen no one.
Yeah, but you don't know yet. We're not there yet. They might just be hiding.
I will say
people coming up the road, I would hide.
That you are slightly bothered by the fact that you don't see anybody.
And again, I only rolled a 6 for perception, so I can't see anything.
They could be behind that skinny little tree over there. You don't know.
They might be. I couldn't see that they were. I'm not good at hide and seek.
Can I send Carl ahead of us?
Sure. How far do you want Carl to go?
50 feet.
50 feet. So Carl is 50 feet ahead of you. Okay. Carl's just floating.
Yeah, we don't see anything, so we're just
You
like,
don't have any idea. Nope. Theo can see him, but you start
Okay,
to...
so what is... I don't know, if the Baron didn't tell us, but... what's the Jerky Baron's taste in women is?
Dude, already?
I'm just... If we need to persuade him, I can try, but maybe Alondra can. I mean, we're both women, and we're both
This
pretty.
is why we have Carl.
I don't think Carl's going to do it for him.
No, he's not even can see him.
He wants to see you.
I was going to make a real bad joke there, and I heard Kelly almost make the same one, so it's just like...
Great minds think alike.
I don't know about great. That was a really bad joke. Yeah, he's a cad. He definitely got around town, quote unquote, when he was younger. He is roughly the same age as Eleanor, so they're both in their late 30s. The Baron Rennet is a little bit older, not by much. He's probably in his mid 40s. Yeah, he's just kind of known. It's not like a thing like, oh, don't go up there because he'll take your maids and it's not that kind of a thing. It's just that, he kind of liked to sleep around a little bit when he was younger.
I mean, if he doesn't think we're cute, I'll just intimidate him.
Or just punch him in the face.
No, I just intimidate people into loving me. That's how I've gotten all my past boyfriends.
That's why I like you.
What can I say? It's a special charm.
Amazing.
Carl, write that down.
Carl turns around. Theo looks at you, shrugs. He doesn't have anything to write with.
God damn it, Carl.
There it is.
Damn it, Cole.
Okay. So I will actually move you guys, because literally nothing happens on the road. And you guys eventually do come to, and it is crusting into twilight at this point, you come to Moldavia Manor. There is a carriage sitting out front, no horses. It does bear the crest of Moldavia, which you've seen before. There are a few candles flickering in the windows. You see no one.
Is there a tavern?
Is everyone asleep? It's not even dinner time.
Before we go in, can we check around the lands of the house, see if there's a stable or anything?
You absolutely can. So I will actually move you very quickly from this to the actual map. You can only see certain pieces of it right now because you've not explored, obviously, the inside of the building. There are two buildings here. You are standing in front of the well. There's a local water source, this little well that sits here on the grounds. This building in this direction, not really sure what that is. This is the main house. It looks like there's a pathway leading up to what's probably a front door, and you would want to go that direction in this way. The stable is around back. It's not pictured on the map, so you can go there first if you want. Okay. You have control of except for Theo. Sorry, Theo, I gotta give you control of your little guy here for a second. There he is. You can move this guy, you can move this little token around as much as you want. Your Dragonborn has wings, because that's what I found. So the stable is around the back of the house, again, not pictured on the map, so if you want to go there first, you can.
Okay.
Is there a tavern or something, girl?
Dude, we have a job to do.
He
Information.
probably wants to, yeah, he wants to go to the tavern and see if there's anyone there, because we haven't seen anyone yet.
True.
Right.
Okay.
What is this?
Is there a tavern?
There's a small building here, and then the main house is over here.
All right.
So,
We should check the stables just to see
Okay.
if Eleanor's horse is there.
All right.
is that the
Let's
direction
go.
you want to go? Okay, you can do that.
Alright.
You walk around the back of the house. You do notice that all of the curtains in all of the windows are drawn. They're heavy red or dark crimson drapes, very fine looking. Even from the outside, they look like they're. It looks like it's nice fabric. Can't see in a single window.
Where
That's
is
ominous.
everyone?
They're all hiding inside.
Maybe the ball is still going. I don't know.
For 3 days?
Yeah, I've been to a 3-day long party.
I mean,
It can
that's
stay
a
that
heck
long.
of a party. The wine keeps flowing that long, I'll stay.
I mean, that guy's rich. He can probably afford it.
Yeah, but does he want to?
I mean, yeah, partying all day? Hell yeah.
Partying all day, but like, he just wants his women who aren't there, probably. I mean, he wants that maid, and she's gone, so there's no reason to keep the party going.
Unless he took her.
Okay, so you guys can head around the back of the house. You see no one. You do hear a couple of whinnies from what sound like spooked horses from the stable.
Can we go in and see the horses?
Yeah, it's an open stable. There are no doors. It's just too big. It's basically a large barn.
So I have animal handling. Can I go and like try and calm the horses down?
Yes. When you walk in, Alondra, you see a couple of things. You do see tack and livery from many noble houses, many of the baronies in the area. You recognize the crests at the very least. You know that much, even as a barbarian. You've roamed the lands enough that you've seen these symbols before, for
Even
sure.
as stupid as I am.
You never know. What's up, lost princess, queen of something? You don't know. And you see stables for 20 horses. It looks like about 15 of them are occupied. But you see 2 horses that are you can actually see the stalls, like they're hitting their sides of the stall, like they're panicking. And then you smell the distinct scent of rot.
Okay.
Okay.
We should, well, Alondra, you have animal handling. Do you want to check it out a little bit further? You can
Yeah.
probably calm them down.
Can I like
Send
try
Carl.
and calm the horses down? Go,
Yes. There are 2, they are right next to each other, and they are freaking out. One is a chestnut, and the other is more of like a bay gelding. And they're wide-eyed. You ever see horse panic? Huge eyes. You can see the whites of their eyes. Their eyes are rolling back in their heads, and they're freaking out. So you will need to make 2 animal handling checks, D20 plus your animal handling skill, to try to calm the horses.
Okay, one is 19,
Okay?
and the other's only 6.
Okay, so the chestnut, you walk over and just start to calm it. I don't know whether you guys have ever seen Alondra do this or not, but it's like she's the horse whisperer on this chestnut horse. It instantly, it's sweating and it's freaking out still, but it stops huffing and with that horsey breath. I don't know anything about horses.
Alondra, if I ever get panic like that, you should calm me down.
I got you.
I lean into Alleria just. Is that normal for barbarians?
Not really, but they like animals, so.
Yeah.
They swear
Animals
they
are
don't
our
like
war
people.
friends.
That one calms pretty quickly. The other one, it calms down enough that it doesn't look like it's going to hurt itself anymore, and you do see where it's actually broken through some of the boards on the one side of the stall, and it's got a gash in its side. It's not deep, it's basically just a flesh wound. It calms down, but it is still looking like it's wanting to get out.
Okay.
Can I investigate the rotting smell?
Yes, you can. I'm going to actually have you make a perception check
Alright.
to follow the scent.
15.
15, yeah. You pick up on it pretty quickly. Towards the other end of the stable, you see flies buzzing around, and as you get closer, there are 3 dead horses.
Oh.
So we're gonna go over to the dead horses with her. Can we like tell how they died? Like we're
Yeah, anyone
or anything?
Yeah, anyone who wants to try this can make a medicine check. D20 plus your medicine skill. Yes, Theo.
That's my thing.
Hey, there you go.
20.
Oof.
Yes, my one rule die rolls well. Purple's queen today.
There you go.
16.
16. Did you want to try, Ilaria?
Yep. Let me check. 10.
10. Okay.
I didn't find shit.
The horse whisperer herself, Alondra, notices pretty quickly that there are no marks on their bodies. There are no wounds, bites, blade marks, anything. You have seen this before. These horses died of terror.
Oh shit, Voldemort's here.
Another wizard?
Oh, fuck.
Their bodies are seized in rigor mortis, and Theo, with your medicine expertise, they've been dead about 2 days.
Anybody hungry?
Oh, that's dark.
Oh.
No, I have meal rations, thank you. I'm not gonna eat the poor baby horses. It's 2 days.
Also, 2-day-old meat is not good, you know. It's been out in the
it's
open and everything. But...
Well, beggars can't be choosers.
I mean, if you want to eat it, we're not taking care of you after you get sick, and you can go like sit on the ground somewhere. But
let Carl take care of you.
yeah, Carl will take care of you. We'll just like tie you to one of the horses and drag you behind us.
I love the love.
Because I mean, no one's here for these horses, so if we need to go somewhere, we can liberate them, borrow them.
That's an
idea. That is if we can find their owners.
Yeah, I mean, they're here for us. No one's taking care of them. We have to take them with us. Care of.
On a side note, can you guys move your characters around?
Is it not letting you?
No, I can't even see my character on there.
Yeah, I can move mine.
Alaria moved.
Wee.
Yeah.
Flitting.
Can't, because I assigned you a... Roll20 does this thing where you have to assign a character sheet to a player. And I assigned it to Noelle. I don't know why it's being dumb.
Because it hates me. It's fine.
No. Occasionally it does this thing where, for some reason, it doesn't like to behave. So what I'm gonna do is...
Oh, got it.
Got it? There we go. Awesome.
Yep.
Okay. Theo, did you try yours? Does it work?
It does not.
Got it. All right. I will just assign you a new character sheet, and we'll do it that way.
Perfect.
Hey. All right. So let's do this. And
I noticed how we're both standing like pretty far. He can be on his own over there. We're all stick together.
Yeah, bitch.
Okay. And okay, now try it. Hey, there we go. All right, wonderful. Okay, so you guys come back. 3 dead horses, probably another 12 still alive in the stables. Most of them are okay. You had those 2 panicking ones. 3 horses who have died of terror, or something has frightened them enough to scare them to death, literally. And then you have these 2 buildings, so you wander your way back to the main path.
Okay, I'm going to scoot up to this building, and I'm going to have Carl try to open the door.
Okay, the doors are right here. Yep, and you just watch Carl put out a ghostly hand, and the doors swing wide open.
Okay.
So,
should we go investigate?
Let's investigate.
Woohoo! Oh, that doesn't look like a good symbol there. Looks like a little skull.
It's got horns. Did someone kill a tiefling?
That's where you go to?
No!
so you guys can definitely move in there.
I'm gonna send in Carl first.
Carl's gonna go in first. I need a little, like, ghost thing for Carl. Hold on, let me...
We don't need Carl to look. We can handle it. I'm here.
Hold on, this is actually kind of funny. I'm gonna give... No, that's a wraith. We don't want to do that.
I would love a race.
Bam! That's Carl.
Nice. It looks
Handsome
like
fellow.
him. It looks like him. Fantastic.
It looks like Carl. Yeah, it looks like Carl. There we go. So Carl goes in. Nothing happens. So the heavy wooden doors opened to a touch. You guys know it's Carl. If there were somewhere else traveling with you, you'd be like, oh, the doors just opened. What the hell? There's the rain.
Yeah, I mean, Theo couldn't shut up about him, so.
He's our friend.
Carl,
Don't be like that.
There are
Carl.
a couple of nearly burnt out candles flickering on this altar up front. The pews are totally empty. You see no one else in here. And there's a statue here, just in the corner. Looks like of some kind of angelic figure. The symbol of Bahamut, the deity, the silver platinum dragon deity, of enlightenment and justice, is pinned up on the wall here.
So we're assuming this is like a church worship. Does anyone know anything about religion that's in our party?
Let me check.
Nope.
I have a 0 for religion.
I have 3. I'll check religion.
Sure.
I'm. It's a 9.
9. Okay. Given that Bahamut is a common deity in this part of the world, he's known as the Platinum Dragon. He's the father of justice and righteousness. His paladins roam the land and seek out evildoers. They're the ultimate heroes, kind of a thing. His worshippers tend to be either farm folk or those who come from a religious kind of enclave background. A lot of paladins. He's kind of known for his paladins, that kind of thing. It's not uncommon to see it. What does catch your eye is this weird demonic-looking mask sitting on the altar.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a mask? Oh, thank God, it's not a skull.
No, it is a mask.
Guys, can you hang out for 10 minutes? I'm gonna cast and detect magic as a ritual.
Can we have like Carl try and put the mask on?
That's a good idea.
We don't take the fall, because I mean, I want to throw it on, but I also don't want to just die.
Yeah, I don't want to be possessed.
It is a skull, so.
Okay.
Wait, can I investigate the mask, see if it's magical in some nature?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check for me. You're a wizard, Theo. It's a terrible joke, sorry. Horrible.
Wizard, Harry.
17.
17. There's nothing magical about this mask. You feel confident enough to pick it up, and that it's not going to bite you or try to hit someone or possess someone.
Alright. I put it on Carl.
Put it on Carl. As you pick it up, one thing catches your attention. This is a very nice mask, and I note that for Quick Fingers Ilaria over here. It's got some emeralds embedded in the front of it. There's like a crown of emeralds kind of around the forehead part of it. It's got a thick green velvet ribbon on the back of it, used to secure it, obviously. And then as you pick this thing up, Theo, you do notice that there is a single fingerprint on the inside with what looks like it left some blood.
Ooh.
I snatch the mask away from Carl and be like, so I can just keep this for myself, just for safekeeping, and I can also investigate the handprint.
Let me
I mean,
investigate it.
Is there any way to tell like how old the blood is? Is it like super dried, or does it?
It is dry. It is dry. It is not turned that dark red-brown that old blood tends to.
So it could be fairly recent, like with the horses.
That's something the DM cannot tell you without a certain check. Yeah, you never know.
What check would we need?
It would be medicine.
Okay. So
Nah.
D20 plus medicine modifier, right?
Correct. Yep.
Can I give her what is it called? When I help
Advantage?
her? Yeah, advantage.
You can take the help action and give her advantage. So you would roll 2 d20s, take the higher of the two, and add
Okay.
medicine.
19.
19. It's about 2 days old.
So same time as a horse is. It's not looking good.
Can
Nope. Something bad went around here.
Can I just look around, see if I can see if anything else is out of place?
You absolutely
Yes.
can. Yeah, everyone can make an investigation check. Something I always like to note is that the main difference between perception and investigation. Perception is using your eyes and your other senses to scan around your surroundings. Investigation is active looking, digging.
So it's a
you know,
D20.
D20 plus your investigation skill.
12.
12?
18.
18?
6.
Okay. Alaria, roll better.
Well, I'm too distracted by the mask.
Well, this is true. It's expensive.
You're
I-
saving
It's
the
shiny.
matters.
So
Gotta save those good rolls.
there you go. Alaria is fixated on the mask. She's kind of half-hearted looking around. She's just like, this is pretty, though. It's worth about 500
Yeah.
gold. It's,
Yeah, she's like,
Oh, baby.
it's expensive. Something that, and you know instantly, Alaria, you would not let this thing out of your sight, even if you're wealthy.
Hey.
So it got abandoned.
Mm.
The two
Still
of
mine,
you,
though.
with Theo and Alondra, you guys start to just kind of poke around. You look around the pews. You check the entirety of this building. It is just a single-story building. There is a tiny set of steps that lead up to just a higher shelf that has religious tomes on it. There's nothing about those tomes that catches your attention. It's just like the Book of Bahamut or whatever. I don't know. I'm not good at making that stuff up on the fly. But everyone has a failing. That might be one of mine. The pews were recently polished. They actually kind of still have that scent of wood polish to them. There are no footprints here, other than a single boot print that also has a little bit of blood on it.
Do we see where it leads?
It leads back out the doors you came in.
Does it look like, can we tell size, like if it's male or female?
Hard to tell. It looks like a riding boot of some kind.
I would like to cast Minor Illusion and make it look like Alaria just farted really loudly.
Yes, because I always like to break the tension here.
Yeah.
Can you tell Willow and Kelly are siblings? This is just like, wait.
I mean, at least we aren't around anyone.
This is true. No, the fart that no one else witnesses.
Yeah, you gotta wait till we're around like important people that she likes.
I'm just trying to break the tension. It's really... the air is tight.
the comedic effect.
So,
Middle of our investigation.
so, what next?
So yeah, we should go and check out the house then. But you know,
Yeah, we should.
do we want to check out the house?
I mean, we
I-
kind of
I-
have
I mean,
to. They could
I
be
know.
hiding inside. If there's dead
Well,
bodies inside, then we solved it, and we get the land and the gold, and it's an easy. We'll just bring the dead body back and be like, "Sorry, bro."
Yeah, the tapestry will know.
Yeah, but-
All right.
well,
I'm going to send
Alright.
Carl into the main complex.
Okay, how far would you like Carl to move? I think you can control Carl. If you can't, I can move him.
I can. I'm
Nope.
going to send him 40 feet.
40 feet. Okay. The cool thing about Roll20 is there is a handy little ruler, so you can do all that fun stuff. Okay, so Carl moves up. You can't see what he's seeing. He just starts to float.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going to make him... Is there anything around that he can pick up?
Yes. You want him to come back with it?
I want him to be like... what is it called? I'm just hoping he is a distraction. Just
Oh,
hoping
okay.
somebody sees him.
Gotcha. How far do you let Carl get away from you?
40 40 feet.
Okay, so he, yeah, I mean, he's only 20 right now.
Like so, then.
Okay, so every square is 5 feet. So you can actually move him another 3 up in the path that you know you can see. Okay, nothing's happening. You can see straight through now, Theo, that you're in line of sight a little bit better, and you can see what he sees. It's a courtyard. You see the edge of a greenhouse, it looks like, and you do start to see what looks like the edge of a tree and a foot.
So this is just a body search. We're just looking for bodies and body parts.
You said there's a foot?
Yeah, Theo can start to see that there is someone sitting or lying near this tree.
Is the foot in a boot?
Yep.
Is it the boot print that we saw?
Not close enough to be able to tell.
Okay, I'm going to send Carl, and can he drag the... No, he's just going to fetch the boot and come back with it.
He can't. It's attached to the body.
Yeah, we don't know if that person's alive or dead. They could just be, like, sleeping.
Okay,
You gotta sleep off the hangover.
Okay, I'm going to send Carl and have him poke the body.
Okay. Carl goes up. Comes
Poor
back.
Carl.
Shrugs.
It's dead.
Yeah, I mean, Carl can't do that much. I feel like...
Guess we gotta go see the body.
Oh, it's a body. There is a pale man in a torn costume. He's lying on the ground on his back. He has both boots on. You do notice now that the right boot has a little bit of dried blood on the bottom of it. He's
One mystery solved.
very dead. There is blood pooling around him. He's clutching a bottle of what looks like wine very closely against his chest. You also notice immediately that his body is very withered and desiccated. And you see it's a human man. He's got kind of thick blonde hair, and he does have a mask. It's off to the side. It's discarded next to his body. It's a standard party mask. It isn't anything ornate. He has on him a bag attached to his belt, and you do notice the wink of a ruby on a ring on his right index finger.
So
Can I investigate the ring?
Is the tree withered?
Well, it is fall, so it's just lost all its leaves. But it's alive.
Okay.
Yeah. The body, though, looks mummified.
Can I investigate the ring?
Can
Okay.
I make an Arcana check on it?
Yep, and then what did you want to do, Alondra?
Oh, I want.
I want to look through his bag.
Okay, so, ring, Arcana, bag. Got it. Ilaria. The ring is worth about 50 gold. Theo, Arcana on what?
The body.
The body. Go ahead and roll that. And
17.
17. Something weird happened here, and actually the closer you get to him, you do notice odd circular wounds on his neck and chest of the skin that you can see. They're about, large coin sized.
We got vampires.
And then
Don't look at me. I mean, I've got fangs, but it's not me.
in the bag, Alondra, is 10 gold.
Okay. Taking those.
Okay.
Guys.
I'm taking the ring.
Okay.
I'm just throwing it out here, guys.
Uh-huh.
We could just leave with the loot.
You want us to just leave?
We got $500 gold in the
Excuse
mask.
me, that's mine. That mask is mine. You ain't getting shit.
Can I make a medicine check on the... while they're arguing?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh gosh, only a 2.
Okay.
That was a bad roll.
I mean, if he's only been here maybe a few days, which you're guessing is a possibility, he's way too gross. And also, those are weird wounds. But that's all a 2 is going to net you.
Darn
Can
it.
I
Anyone else
also...
have medicine?
Yeah, I got medicine.
yeah, you can roll that. And Ilaria can too if she would like.
Okay.
Roll better than me, guys.
15.
15.
15.
Oh, 15. Yeah, he should not be this desiccated. This is not looking good. And those wounds they're bigger than fangs, which probably maybe would rule out the vampires unless it's a weird vampire you've never heard of before. You don't know. They almost look they look raw, which is disturbing. They almost look like there's actually dried blood around several of them.
Okay, so do they look more like puncture wounds or like bruises?
Stabbing wounds.
Like a hickey.
I am about to use a word that it would gross me out in this context. They look like burrow marks.
Oh.
That's big at the
Oh.
box.
Don't touch the body if you can.
I'm gonna light the body on fire.
Okay. It's not a
Before we
bad
set it
move.
on fire, can we just like take a second? See if we can like observe anything else about it, like investigate it or something?
We have already investigated the body in every way.
Can we take a look at can we investigate the surroundings around the body?
Yes, you absolutely can do that. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
God damn it! That's a 6 again. I'm a lousy investigator.
What you see is what you see. Dried blood, this tree that looks like it's probably the center of the courtyard when it's in full bloom in the nicer seasons. The greenhouse is nice. It looks like there are some plants growing in there it looks like someone's got a bit of a green thumb, which is nice. Big, heavy front doors. Not much else here.
So I'm gonna roll investigation also.
Sure.
And I
Yeah,
got
me too.
18.
18, okay.
Master sleuth.
12.
12. It is very quiet here, Alondra. Other than the rain, you don't hear anything. And that really bothers you.
Can I now light the corpse on fire?
I mean, do you really want to desecrate that person's body? We don't even know who it is. Like, we can't inform the next of kin, or...
It has burrow holes. It might be infected.
Yeah, but what if the
Might
fire
call
just,
it
like,
something.
draws whatever's in there out? Then we have to deal.
Then we can make a strategic retreat.
Okay, I'll just get ready to squash some bugs if they come out, I guess.
Okay, lighting the body on fire.
Okay, how are you doing that?
Firebolt.
That's what I thought. Okay. So, Firebolt, yeah, you're not required to roll for this. It's literally a body that can't resist. There's nothing to, deflect. So, you put your hand on the lapels of his costume, and it catches fire instantly. You guys wait. And you wait, and the fire slowly starts to spread. And the only thing that happens is you hear one tiny little... and then you see a poof from one of the wounds on his neck, and then the body goes up in flames.
Told you
The
guys.
fuck?
So
What
it sounds
was
like parasites, which are fun.
Bugs.
You speaking
Maggots.
from experience there, or?
Parasites are like my favorite thing.
Ah, like Alaria.
In real life, also, like, parasites are like my favorite thing. Like, I work in a micro lab.
Oh my
And we
gosh!
get parasites. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh! This is perfect! Holy crap!
Okay. Do we want to try to open and see what the hell that was?
You just burned the body. There's probably nothing more we can open.
It's
know.
moved out.
It's starting to stink. And it also,
God damn it, Carl.
the rain is kind of combating the fire a little bit. So it's going to take a while for this thing to burn.
I would like to go into the greenhouse.
Okay. There is a door right here. You can see right into it. It's all glass. There's looks like another door into the house here, and then the front doors are right here. Yeah, you can walk straight in. The door is not locked.
Is there anything out of place in the greenhouse?
It's messy. Whoever works in here doesn't keep a real neat greenhouse. The plants here are overgrown. Someone has been neglecting the pruning and weeding parts of this thing, but it's standard house plants. You see a couple of what looks like small tomato plants that are probably just now out of season, and they're starting to yellow and die like they do. Ferns, you guys walk in, nothing happens. As soon as you walk in, obviously you stop getting drenched, and you can actually see that this door leading into the house is just barely cracked.
Make Carl open the door.
Okay. Carl opens the door, and the door swings open. And you guys see, it looks like a little antechamber with some stairs that go up.
Just before we go inside, I would like to investigate the greenhouse.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely do that. Anyone who would like to do that, go ahead and roll investigation for me, please.
Yep.
It's an 11.
11.
Only a 4.
4.
A freaking 5 again.
Roll better!
Okay. So
I'm the worst investigator.
it
I
was
rolled lower than you.
I know, and you're a barbarian.
it's nice.
You generally smash things.
I'm just dumb.
The pots here are, glazed and painted very nicely. Besides the fact that they're overgrown, the plants are probably of the hothouse variety, so lots of ferns, a couple small orchids that need tending to. They're starting to look bad. There is nothing in here out of the ordinary.
It's really weird that the plants are overgrown. Means they have a lot of fertilizer.
I mean, that person is just probably just doesn't care about his job. Got bored with it.
Or dead.
Or dead, but I mean, is it really going to be that overgrown in 2-3 days?
That is
Yeah,
what
it's
is
been 2 days.
weird.
Does anyone have any nature where they can look at the plants and see if there's anything wrong with the plant?
I do. Can I
Oh,
check that
you
out?
can, absolutely.
21.
21. Yeah, someone's just not good at their job. This
Damn.
is, with a little bit of love and care, these plants would spring right back up. There would be no question about it whatsoever. You're almost tempted to pocket the one orchid because it's a more rare variety that you don't see except in the houses of wealthy people.
Take it, take it.
I'm taking it.
Okay, so where are you gonna put it?
I'm going to put it. I'm not going to have Carl
On Carl.
hold it.
I was gonna say, is Carl gonna carry the orchid around? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so Carl picks up this. It's just a little pot. The orchid. It's one of the miniature varieties. I forget what they're actually called, but there's one. It's like lady slipper or something. It's really, really small flowers, and they're hard to grow and they're expensive.
So there's no vegetable plants or anything
Just
that we could scavenge food.
No, there's nothing here. Nope. So unless you want to go eat horse, nope.
Nah. Well, I'm just hungry all the time. So
Fair enough.
Alright, I'm going to check into the room.
Okay.
shouldn't we have Carl go in first and look?
No.
No, you're not worried about attacks anymore. Okay,
No.
go then.
Okay. Yeah, you're
Alright,
in
I
this
follow.
little antechamber. There is past the stairs going up, there is a hallway, and you're starting to see some doors. The hallway then eventually turns a corner, and you can't see past it, of course, but there's a door here, and there is a door, if I can get my thing to work, right in front of you, Alondra.
Okay.
These doors are closed.
Okay, which door does Carl open? Number 1, number 2, or number 3?
You can literally roll for it.
That is actually interesting.
You have 2 doors that you can see right now.
Alright, if it's more than a 10, it is door number 2. Door number 2 it is.
Which one was door number 2?
Oh no.
The one up.
The one, okay, the one up here. Okay. So, Carl here. All right. Carl opens that door, and you guys get a little bit of a peek into this room. It looks like a lounge, or looks like maybe some bookcases in there. You see a table with some books lying on it, and until you go further. So this is very much line of sight when you're in these close spaces like this.
Alright. Sending Carl in with the orchid.
Okay, as he carries the orchid in, got it. Again, you can't see through Carl, so I'm going to be a little pedantic about that.
I'm just hoping he gets some attention.
Okay.
I'm going to go inside.
Okay.
Go down.
Whoa.
Okay.
Take a look at that organ. I mean, literal organ. I mean, you know, right?
Oh, the bad jokes. Yeah, this is a library of some kind. There is a massive, it's not, sorry, on the map per se, sorry, I'm getting over a cold. But over in the corner, there's a really big grandfather clock. Sorry, pardon me for a second.
So, can I, like, investigate, like, start pulling books off shelves stuff?
Where do you want to start?
I just want to start pulling some books off some shelves, see if there's any, like, secret
Oh,
passages.
it's like those little kids that used to get in the library that I worked at. It just
Yeah.
I shout at her, please be
Some
careful with the
afterwards,
books.
but there could be, like, a secret passage or something. I mean, this is an old manor. That's what they did, right?
Please spare the books.
You start.
I want to investigate the organ.
Okay, so Alondra's pulling books. You guys hear thump, 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 thump. There's nothing stealthy about what she's doing.
No. There's no one
Alaria,
around.
this organ is large. You would have expected it maybe in the chapel that you guys came from.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's been built almost into the house. It's probably used for entertainment. Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
I would like to sit down and cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Got it. Okay, so 10 minutes.
It's a 9.
9. You hit a few keys. It's not dusty, but it doesn't look like it's used much. It's probably more for show.
Can you play us a tune while we're searching?
Do you want me to play a song while we search?
I
Play us a
need
song.
quiet. I need quiet while I'm doing this.
But she's the
What?
piano
How?
man. Sing us a song,
Yeah.
the piano man.
I mean, Ilaria,
What?
if you want to play, I'm going to have you make a performance check.
Alrighty, I will.
Oh, damn it.
I'd say it's not good.
And that is a 16.
16! You had no idea Ilaria was actually pretty good at playing an organ. Like, this is kind of surprising. It's a couple
My
bad
fingers aren't
notes.
just for stealing, you know.
Make sure you hit all the keys.
Yeah,
Make sure there's no clunky thing or anything.
there's a couple, but it, for the most part, is pretty good.
It usually always sounds anyway.
Okay, so nothing panned out with the books.
Oh
I
no,
want to-
I haven't gotten there yet. Now, hold up. You just books. By the time you get over here, you pull the second to last book off the bottom shelf, and the door to the grandfather clock.
It's always the last book that you check.
Which was it? Was it the phone book?
I don't know what book was it. I didn't look. I didn't care.
Because the phone book is always the last one you look.
Oh gosh.
So
Can I?
we
Well,
go over and investigate the clock then?
Yep. Yeah, you can do that. It's over here in the corner. I should have put it on the map. I apologize about that.
Just
Yeah.
make an investigation roll.
Well, before you do that, you walk over near the clock, and a small group of rats scurry out of the bottom of the clock and run past you.
Aw, I like rats. Animal handling. They're all good.
Yeah, they don't seem to. They seem to be wanting to get out of the way.
Yeah, like I'll just smash them if they try and bite me or whatever.
Yeah, they're gone already. They flee off into somewhere. You have no idea where.
Yonder.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check on the clock, and then Theo, what did you want to do?
Detect magic.
Okay, so detect magic. Yeah, it'd be about, I would say 10 minutes has passed. Yeah, there's a magical presence coming from the grandfather clock.
Alright. I'll make an Arcana check on it then.
Okay, and then Alondra, what did you get for
I
investigation?
rolled a 15.
15. As soon as Alondra reaches into the grandfather clock, you actually, Theo, you realize that the arcane thing she has maybe in her hand. What did you roll?
I rolled 20.
20. Okay, yeah, combined with detect magic. Yeah, she has in her hand a satchel was stuck way in the back of the grandfather clock. There is something maybe dagger shaped in that bag that's giving off a magical aura.
Please give me the thing. It is very magical. Let me investigate it.
Here you go. You can have it.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, does it look like it will hurt me if I pull it out?
No, it does not. It looks like
Alright.
it's an enchanted weapon.
Alright, I open the satchel and take it out.
Okay. You take out it's almost a stiletto. It is a dagger. And I will say with detect magic, because I'm not going to kind of split that hair with you guys being second level, you instantly know that this is a +1 weapon. This is a +1 dagger. I am actually going to give this to you guys right now. It's over in the handout section on the right-hand side. There's a little thing that looks like a newspaper. If you hit it, if you hover over it, it's called Journal. And you will see a handout there for Ghost Eye. This is a dagger called Ghost Eye. It's a +1 to attack and damage rolls. And while you hold this, you have dark vision to a range of 60 feet if you don't already have dark vision. And while you have this dark
that's
vision,
me.
if you have dark vision up, your eyes turn milky white.
I was hoping that when you said stiletto, you meant like a shoe.
Oh.
People's eyes.
I'm going to kill you with this mulatto blonde. God damn it.
Yeah, you just stab the heel part to your eye.
They're dangerous. You also do get another ping of magic, Theo, off of the 2 healing potions that are in the bag.
Yes! Neat.
So there are 2d4 plus 2 healing potions in here. 2 standard healing potions. In my games, it is a bonus action while in combat to use a healing potion.
So can I have one of the healing potions because I found it?
Yes, you can. Toss her one.
Okay. So mark that down.
Okay. I look at Aleria and ask her, wanna trade?
I already have dark vision, so this thing is useless for me.
This is +1 weapon.
It's a +1 magical weapon.
Ah, fine. I can trade it for something then later on.
Alright, I want the mask.
No, fuck no.
I want the mask. It looks good on Carl.
That's not a fair trade.
How much is the ghost eye worth?
To the right enchanter or merchant, 600-700.
This is worth more.
Fine.
Yes.
Since it's worth
Everything's
more.
going up, Theo.
So you guys swap. Ilaria, if you want to use the dagger, just know it is a +1 to attack and damage, so you would add 1 to both of those rolls if you were to use this weapon. And it is a magical weapon, so it gets past any resistance that a creature might have to standard weapons.
Alright.
Okay.
That's good to know.
Alright, I put the mask on Carl. Now he has the mask and the Arcane.
He looks...
Is he like wearing the mask?
What?
Is he wearing the mask or just carrying it around?
Oh, he's wearing it.
Awesome.
I'll allow it. Technically they can't, but I'll allow it because it's funny. I dig it. Yeah, Carl looks fabulous, Theo. Neither of you, you just see the mask floating and the orchid floating. Carl looks good.
Carl, you're getting more beautiful every day.
Never before have I been attracted to empty air.
You guys just see the mask bob up and down like he's nodding.
Just leave in his direction.
Carl goes to and does like a milady move.
I will say also in the bag is 25 gold, and there is a nice jade necklace. It's probably not worth a lot, but it's pretty.
I'll put it on Carl.
Carl is going to be overburdened at some point here. So now there's a mask, a very expensive mask with a very cheap-looking necklace around his neck, and you also see the orchid floating.
I mean, I'll flirt with Carl for that necklace.
He approves.
I just need a little bling, you know?
Oh my gosh.
He hands her the necklace.
All right, so the necklace is now
Symbol of
yours.
our relationship.
Aww.
Can Alaria check what's inside the grandfather clock? Wasn't there like a tunnel or something?
Not a tunnel, it's just a large grandfather clock. This was basically a little hidey hole someone had stashed this stuff in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nah, then we found everything anyway, so. I think we should check out the other door.
Is there a door here where I'm at?
Yes, there is. There's a set of double doors.
Alright, I'm going to have Carl open it.
Carl.
You can open doors for yourself.
I cannot.
Carl is cannon fodder.
Indeed.
His hands are so full right now.
He kind of moved it with half of the foot that he has. So this is a massive dining room. There are 2 bodies on the floor.
Oh, shoot.
One is looks like a halfling man in a butler's uniform. The other is a human woman with long, dark brown hair.
So it's not Our Lady?
It is not.
Yeah.
It is a younger woman, or no, not younger, sorry, older woman, wearing a mage uniform.
Okay. And they are both dead?
They're both dead. They are not withered.
Okay.
They're not withered.
They're not.
Alright, I'm going to stand at the ready with the firebolt.
Okay.
Can we investigate the bodies?
Sure. Anyone who wants to do that can roll investigation.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
I'm
Can
going
I
to roll
do
for
that?
investigation, too.
Can I do that while I'm holding on to a firebolt?
Yes, you can, because you're just holding a cantrip.
I rolled a 7 now,
Okay.
so I'm getting higher.
Hey!
I rolled a 10.
10?
I only rolled a 6.
6!
You're stupid.
With the
The barbarian. God.
just looking them over, because you're not sure whether you want to touch them yet or not, they both also have circular wounds on their necks.
Can I do another medicine check?
Yeah.
Medicine check on them?
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
19.
19.
16.
16. Yeah, these have been attacked by something that is burrowing or burrowed into
So it
their
looks like the
bodies.
same thing as the body
Yeah,
outside.
it does.
I'm gonna light them both on fire.
Okay. So you light them both on fire.
While lighting everything on fire.
I was gonna, well, and also keep in mind, you are in a home with fabric all around, so you'd have to control
So-
it a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm
Before
going-
you do that, Theo, can I see if they have anything in their
Yeah, can we
clothes?
loot them?
Fine.
If
The
you-
bodies.
Yeah.
Bodies.
Yeah, you can loot the bodies. Investigation checks for anyone who wants to do that.
13.
13, okay?
9.
That's an 8.
Okay. I'll give Aloria both of this. The halfling in the butler uniform doesn't have anything on him. He just has his uniform.
Butler.
Nothing in his pockets. There isn't anything about this man. He looks like he was somebody's grandpa. It's kind of sad. The woman, the human woman, has only one thing in her possession. She has a locket around her neck, and when you open that up, there's a curl of hair in there with a ribbon tied around it, and the name Jenny Alsby inscribed inside.
Ooh, she got a girlfriend.
Wait, I have an idea. Can I freeze the bodies?
With what?
Ray of Frost.
Sure, you could do that.
It's not gonna catch on fire, guys.
It's true.
So just don't hit us with it.
Yeah, can we just move away from him?
Yeah, you
Don't be a
could-
James.
Absolutely.
Definitely moving away from him. The body.
Yeah,
It's
Tobia
not
James. Oh, I'm sorry, James.
boyfriend
We
here.
love you. So yeah, you Ray of Frost on both of these again. Cantrip. You just watch the frost kind of around their bodies. Nothing happens.
Huh.
No parasites in these ones, at least as far as we can tell.
Can you smash them?
I mean, technically, yes.
Isn't it enough that you froze them?
So you just want me to
I want to know what we're dealing with.
Okay.
Barbarian smash.
I can go smash them.
Yep. Okay. I am gonna have you make an attack. Just don't roll a 1.
So what
D20 plus your attack modifier on your. What kind of weapon do you have?
Great axe.
Okay, so D20 plus your strength plus your proficiency bonus.
I'm holding a fireball.
15.
15. Easy enough and we'll count that for both.
Hulk smash.
You just, you kind of, you're like, hitting the head might be a little disrespectful, even though we've froze them and I'm hitting their bodies. You just kind of bring it down on their midsections. The halfling man just shatters. There's not
Aw.
much left.
Sorry.
There is nothing, it's just organs. You don't see anything that looks parasitic. The woman, the same thing happens, except her head kind of flies past Alondra and hits the wall, or you're Alondra, sorry, past Ilaria and hits the wall.
Whoa,
And
what's
her
it, guys?
body also shatters. Nothing. It's just organs.
Huh.
So that was fun. Just desecrate some bodies for you, and we learned nothing. Look at that.
But still, look at Carl. He looks fabulous.
Carl agrees.
Alright, since we didn't find anything here, we need to continue, I guess. We need to find that freaking lady.
Is there any magic here?
No.
Right. Did we look through the room?
I mean, to be fair, there isn't much in here. There's one little, serving buffet piece of furniture here that has a tea set on it. That hasn't been looked in yet.
Looking in it.
Okay.
No alcohol in here, darn.
I
It
won't
might
even.
have herbs.
I won't even make you make an investigation check on it. You open it, it's silverware. Silverware and
I ha-
plates.
I shouted at Laria. Got some loot!
Yeah, that's a loot.
It's nice.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
There's a lot of silverware here.
I mean, I'll take all the forks and knives, and if anything happens and attacks us, I can just throw it at them.
There you go.
That's
Okay.
That's a
Take
good...
a spoon, you can scoop out their eyeballs.
Ah!
I move a little bit away from her.
Ah.
Carl
Alright.
Scooters more to her.
So you can there you go. You can write down, Ilaria, 10 pounds of silverware.
Alright.
I
It's a
just
lot.
want one spoon.
Okay. There's a very nice serving spoon.
Yeah, in case I need to just go for the eyes.
Yeah. Alright.
Nice.
Alright.
Alright.
Where
So
to?
let's check out that last door over there.
The one to the
Here.
south here? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
You want
I opened the door.
Open the door. You
Carl?
open the door and you walk into a fucking chamber of horrors.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
shit.
there are bodies. There are so many bodies. The first thing you notice are the bodies. And then the second thing you notice is this looks like a small art gallery. There are some paintings on the wall. There are busts of, and you can see the nameplates from here. It looks like Moldavia family relatives, ancestors. There are also handprints on the wall. Bloody handprints all over the walls. And several bodies on the floor.
Any of these bodies are girl?
There are 2 who are women. One is in a maid's uniform. It looks like a early 20s young woman with dark red hair, short red hair.
So she wasn't just role playing as a maid for the count. Okay.
No,
I'm
No.
holding fireballs.
noted. And then the other woman looks to be in her late 60s, and she is wearing a mask.
The same
What's
kind
the
of
mask?
mask as the guy outside?
No, these are, you're starting to get a feel like these were all party masks and people brought whatever they could afford. This one is nice. It's not as nice as the one Carl is wearing. It's got a long, almost like a falcon beak to it, a few peacock feathers on the top. It's nice, but it's pretty more than anything else.
This keeps making me think of Phantom of the Opera.
A
I
little
keep
bit.
thinking it.
Combined with some Edgar Allan Poe, and yeah. This room smells terrible. It smells like death. There are flies, and you do see maggots.
Okay.
How big?
Maggots, not worms or bugs, or they're maggots.
Yeah, I'm holding a firebolt, and I
Okay.
would like to check the bodies.
Okay. So anyone who wants to kind of check the bodies can roll investigation.
Yep.
23.
23.
Oh, 3.
Oh, okay, 23. These
7.
Okay. These poor people have the same marks on them. You find in total about 15 gold. Nothing else of value. And as soon as you guys start kind of poking through the bodies to see, and a couple of them are almost piled on top of each other, it's really grisly. You hear a coming from the next room.
Well, I don't want to go investigate spooky, so I'm going to do a quick medicine check.
Okay.
That is a 12.
12. Yep. I mean, they look like they died the same way.
As everyone else.
Yep.
Obviously. Okay. So, do we want to send Carl to go check you after?
I'm going to do a ray of frost on the bodies first.
Okay. So you it takes a couple tries, but you eventually freeze all of the bodies. Nothing
Are
happens.
you like worried they're going to become zombies or?
I'm
White
just worried
walrus.
that something pops up. From
Well-
have you seen Aliens? Just
Yeah, but I mean, we just smashed the other ones. There wasn't anything in them.
it was something in the thing in the body
In the
outside.
courtyard, but that one was really desiccated.
Never know.
So maybe it like ate these ones first, and then it stayed in the drains out. But so are we gonna send Carl to investigate the laughter?
Yeah, Alaria, get back.
All right.
Okay. So Carl pops open the door. You are
Off
also
the door.
realizing that none of these doors here seem to be locked. You've not encountered one yet. And he opens up this room. He has trouble at first because there's a body kind of behind the door that he shoves against, and eventually gets the door open enough. And there is a masked person, alive, sitting in a chair, a body on the table in front of them. They're wearing a Harlequin costume that's very stylized with like this long black velvet cape. Her hands are covered in blood, looks to be a woman from her stature and her bearing, and she is sitting there. No!
Man,
Flips
who
a
are
card and throws it against the wall. No, the fates say no! No, I say! Picks up another card. Ah! Tells me people are here. Ha ha! Throws it.
I feel like she could just open her eyes and see that people are here.
Well, she is
Ma'am?
looking at the floating mask with an
Man,
orchid.
who are you?
The beasts are in the cellars and the ungodly beating of his heart. Ha ha ha! Worms! Bam! She's just rocking back and forth.
I would like to cast Minor Illusion
Okay.
on her to try to soothe her
With
Just,
what?
with a whisper, something she might be familiar with. Just, it's going to be okay, calm down.
Okay.
Do we have any sedatives?
Is there any horse tranquilizer? Anything? Check the
Did
barn.
we find those in the stable? Yeah.
Yeah, you do that, and she kind of swivels her head. It's eerie the way she does it. And looks at all of you, and his eye is in the cellar, and yet he is upstairs, and everyone's covered in worms. Everyone's covered in worms. Worms, 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 worms. Ooh, a card. Picks it up. No! throws it.
Do I see any marking on her now?
She's covered head to toe in this costume.
Somebody knock her out.
I
Just
want to
wanted to
investigate
knock
the
her
bodies around her.
You guys don't have any problems with bodies, but you get
Yeah.
stymied by the living person.
Yep.
There you go.
So I say let's move in very carefully because we don't know if she's attack or anything. Like,
Do I
Proceed with
sense any
caution.
magic?
Well, your detect magic would be gone by now.
Damn it.
So you'd have to cast it again.
so
Yeah.
Alright, I'm sitting down.
can I like be like, hey, don't move with like intimidation so she doesn't.
You absolutely can, yeah.
Okay. Is that a D20?
Yes, it is. D20 plus your intimidation skill, please.
23.
23. She...
Yeah. Just hey, don't move. You stay there.
I've always been here. I'm not going anywhere. Why would I go anywhere? They can't go anywhere. Why would I go anywhere? We're all trapped here. And worms and the worms and the worms, the worms, the worms.
Is she sitting down or standing up?
She's sitting.
I'm
You
tired of this
also...
era.
You could. You do notice there are several empty bottles of wine kind of scattered through this room.
Fucking drank them all. That's rude.
Fucking drunk.
She could have at least saved some for us.
That's the thief.
Yeah,
So
mean, you
I want to
can...
investigate the body next to the rambling woman.
Okay, you could do that. Alondra,
Okay,
did you want to try to tie her to the chair?
Yeah.
Okay. She's not going to resist you, so you can easily do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this a new game? Are we playing a game?
I'm gonna throw a investigation check.
Okay, you can do that.
I'm gonna investigate the body that's by
Absolutely. Another investigation check, please, Alondra.
17.
That's 15.
15 and 17. These are masked individuals. The one next to you, Alondra, the mask is a little askew. Looks to be a man in his mid to late 30s, if you had to guess. No hair, shaved bald. And he's wearing very nice clothes. This is a wealthier individual compared to some of the other partygoers you've seen. Wounds on his neck, and you can see down into the collar of his shirt a little bit more wounds. And
Do we happen to know what the count looks like? So if we found, like,
that's a fair question. Yeah, you know this is a man in his, again, roughly the same age as Eleanor. Dark auburn hair that he usually doesn't do much with. He has dark brown eyes, and he has fuller features, so he's got almost like apple cheeks. But he's a shorter man, probably very much on the shorter end for a man, probably close to like 5'6", 5'7".
okay.
You've not seen him yet. The body in front of you, Ilaria, looks like a halfling woman in also like a very nice gown. It's unfortunate that it's too small for you because it's really quite pretty.
I was no dresses anyway.
But it's pretty, and she has the same wounds.
Can I see if she has anything in her belongings?
Yeah.
Like inside her gown?
With those checks, yeah, you guys managed to cull together about 35 gold.
Yes.
Right. Good.
Theo, your
Oh,
casting's up now.
Okay, do we see anything?
Nope.
Damn it. What
That was a
about
waste.
what about her cards?
Her cards? It is a standard deck of tarot cards.
Ooh.
Okay, I would like to ask her about the eyes in the sun.
I knew that spoon would come in handy for buys.
Okay. Let me see how lucid she is. Okay. She says, I think the Count is a murderer. He's a murderer. Because his eyes... No, wait, not his father's eyes are in the cellar. Yes. The cellar.
Can I ask her if she's seen the wife of the Baron?
Okay.
Just pop up in the locket. Have you seen this woman?
Yeah, you can. That actually helps her. She is clearly not lucid. So, Eleanor, dear Eleanor, she's truly the best of us. Yes, she was here. She was here.
How do you know Eleanor?
Oh, we were friends for a while. And then I took her boyfriend. This was when we were young, of course. It was very nice catching up with her. I don't know.
Do you know where she is?
Hold on. I have to roll for it because she's not in her right mind. She's either where the eyes are, or she left.
Okay, so she's in the cellar or in the attic. Interesting.
Do you know
I'm
what?
sensing that we have to split up at some point.
No, we do not split up. That is bad. That is how you get murdered and
Stupid. Alright, if you split up, you get Carl.
We
Yay!
are not splitting up. I've
Piggy
seen
smack.
so many horror movies. Do you know what happens when people split up? They die. That is
What are
how you
horror
get killed.
movies?
Jason busts out with his hockey mask.
Our life.
So what would you guys like to do?
I'm going to make Carl open this door.
This one up here?
Carl.
Yeah.
Carl opens the door, and it is a little room. Looks like servants, kind of the tunnel they take, or not tunnel, but the passway they take to get through the house. There is an abandoned tea set here. It looks like it had been halfway set up. There is a small statue. It looks like a prayer statue to Pelor, the god of the sun and the harvest here. And there's a door leading outside, and you know exactly where that leads to. It leads to the rest of the courtyard.
Okay, I'm going to move him and tell him to open this door.
Okay. You open this door, and it's the bathroom.
I'm going to investigate the bathroom.
Yep, someone left behind their bag of gold behind the toilet.
Yes.
So you kind of have
God damn
to reach back there, and you grab it, and it's got about 10 gold pieces in it.
I'm going to cast a minor illusion, and it sounds like somebody died.
Why?
Break the tension.
Okay.
So can we start to head into... See if there's anything in there?
Yeah, you guys can move wherever you want.
Well, I'm just asking the group if they'd like to...
Yeah.
Yeah, she would go to the cellar. I mean, we need to find that woman.
I mean, we should go in the servants' hall first.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
let's
they?
check.
I think they have an entrance to like the cellar somehow.
That
'cause
is
we have to go down.
exactly what that is right there.
Yeah,
The baron's not going to go down by himself. The count.
I vote, though, we go to the attic first. He was talking about that the baron of this place might be there.
Yeah, but we don't really care about the count. We're caring about him.
They might have more magical things here.
I don't want to go seduce him yet.
Well, you might
I
not
gotta
get a
get in the
chance
door by
later.
smashing things. That's when I look my best.
Carl approves.
Okay.
Throw him up with the link in the gun.
Is there a door where Carl is?
Yes, there is.
He will open it.
Bring it open, Carl.
Bam! Bedroom.
Oh, dead body.
And a body. This looks like a servant's quarter of some sort. You walk in here, there is a masked person lying on the floor. They're actually kind of almost halfway under the bed, which is a little creepy. The bedside table has a book open on it, and there is an open chest where Alondra is standing.
Okay. Can I investigate the body first?
Yes, you may.
Do I see any magical?
No, you do not in this room.
18 for investigation.
Okay. On the body is a really nice fur cloak. There's nicer clothes on this one. This is a gnome man, so it's smaller.
I'm just going to take the cloak.
No, it's tiny. It looks like doll's clothes on you, especially. His nose are like 2 feet tall. It's nice. I don't know. It could be a nice, like, foot warmer.
So he doesn't look like he's like a servant, like
No.
in
No.
a servant's quarter bedroom,
No.
unless he was like getting it on with a servant.
Or wandered in here. You do notice that, again, the same kinds of wounds, that type of thing. The only thing different about this man, compared to the other bodies that you've seen, is that his boots are caked in blood.
Can I check? Investigate the chest.
It's open, so you don't have to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look in the chest.
wide open. There's traveling clothes in here. Looks like a nice velvet overcloak for rainy weather. And there is a bag, what looks like about 10 gold in here.
Can I look at the book and see what sort of book it is?
Yeah.
Spell book or...
It's a book of poetry. The one poem that is open, nice little nod here to Edgar Allan Poe from the writers, is the poem Eleanora is marked and open.
Isn't that close to the name of the girl we're searching?
Yep, Eleanor.
Oh snap! She had a crush on her. Everyone's in love with her.
How old is the body?
He's probably... Gnomes live for a long time. He's elderly for a gnome.
And how long has it been dead? So you said it was like caked in blood?
His boots are...
But there are no burrowing wounds on him.
No, he's got the same marks.
I'm freezing him.
Okay.
So have we found any like puddle, like blood throughout our travels yet? So we don't know why he's bloody.
I will say that when you guys get close to him, his mask is a little askew, and when you see his face, it is distinctly frozen in terror.
Voldemort. It's Voldemort, guys.
No, I'm thinking H.P. Lovecraft here or something.
Yeah, it's probably Edgar. It's always Edgar.
It's Voldemort. He's here. He's scaring people.
Let me just quote the Raven, nevermore.
There you go.
So we're gonna freeze the body.
So you
and
freeze him. Okay. Nothing happens.
One of these days.
Do you want me to smash him? Just to make sure?
Smash him.
Smash him. He
Yep.
smashes into bits.
Nothing in there?
Nope.
Can gnome entrails be used for something? Just a general thought.
What?
Yes. Every people think that when they smash people to bits.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, entrails.
Oh my gosh. They're frozen and shattered. So.
Yeah, are you like worried that he like swallowed some gold coins and you want to find him, or?
Nah,
What
I'm
are
just
you
asking
looking
for
for?
Carl. I'm just asking for Carl.
Carl has enough.
Carl is good to go. Okay, I like him just the way he is.
Well, he's self-conscious. He wants more.
All right.
Anyway.
No.
Let's go down.
Okay. You go down through the cellar. There's no door here. It's a stone cellar. And you notice very quickly that it is not probably the main cellar to the house. This is really just for root vegetables. There's sacks of potatoes down here, some turnips. This is cold storage, essentially.
Okay, I'm gonna take some potatoes because
Cool. Okay. They're good. They're good potatoes. I mean, it's like
potatoes are delicious.
The-
You can make so much with them.
the best of the strange land that Idaho has to offer. You now have them in your pockets. Your pockets are just laden down with potatoes. There you go.
Make some French fries later. It's all good.
So, and is there anything else in the cellar?
No, it's a very small room. It might be 8 by 8. It's very small. It's almost too crowded with all three of you down here.
So, is there's nothing that, we can investigate the room a little bit further, or
You definitely can. Anyone who wants to, do the whole thing where you start like pushing on bricks or checking the floor or looking for anything off can definitely do that. You can make an investigation
Okay.
check. Yeah.
I rolled at 11.
11?
Rolled 15.
15? Okay. Did you want to
Getting
roll,
better, guys.
Alondra, or are you good?
I got an 11.
11. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, me too.
15, it's a root cellar. There is nothing down here other than a few rat droppings, and you do hear the occasional eat of a rat. Looks like they tore into one of the bags of turnips at some point, but it's a root cellar.
All right.
Let's go back up.
Okay.
Going back up.
Is there a door that opens here? Somewhere around here?
No, it's a solid wall.
I'm going to go back out to the courtyard and
Okay.
have Carl open this door.
Yep, you can do that. That's where the door is. And yeah, you realize very quickly why, because it's the servants' quarters.
Well, let's go in and see if there's anything in there.
Okay.
Let's loot the place.
So everyone can make an investigation check, see if there's anything of interest or value in here.
I got a 3, so I don't see any.
14.
Okay, let me see. I got a 10.
10. You find a couple of small footlockers under the beds. These are personal possessions of the manor's servants. You find some old journals. Just basically, I like working here. The Count treats us really well. You find no gold, nothing of monetary value here.
Alright. I'm going to go back out and have Carl open this door.
Okay.
We
door-
follow.
Earl.
Okay. That is, let me see, storage room. There are bags of flour, few broken pieces of furniture. This is essentially where you put things in the manor where you want to just get them out of the way.
We don't need to investigate to see if there's anything weird in there.
I will tell you right now, there is nothing in here. Yeah.
Alright.
Damn it.
I open
Alright.
this door.
Okay.
What about Carl?
Carl, I can
take a
open
break.
doors.
Yeah, this looks like where the servants probably ate their meals. There's not good china. It's not even china, really. It's just kind of like old discarded plates, really tarnished silverware. It's not great. It's
Any leftover food?
It is moldy and gross.
The horse is starting to look pretty good now, huh?
I just am always hungry. Like, I have rations, but I want to save them for, like, a rainy day. I don't want to starve. We don't know how long we're going to be here.
Okay, so I want to open this door.
Okay. This is where they keep the firewood in the house. There are a couple of crates stacked up that are full of, looks like, more potatoes. They eat a lot of potatoes in this place. And firewood, there's an axe sitting on one table, the stub of a candle. You're getting into, you now, and you guys are all familiar with the way most manor houses are laid out. You are definitely getting into the area where the servants would be moving through.
So can I, like, whittle one of the sticks down into, like, a pointed end so
Yes.
I can, like, stab people with it?
Yes, like a steak. Yes, you definitely
Yeah.
can. Yeah,
Because they're vampires.
totally.
You
You
Weird
can totally do that.
vampires.
All right.
Okay, so there's nothing of interest in this room.
No, there is not. No, this is... You're immediately bored, Alari. You're like, who wants firewood?
Yep.
Well, did
Yep.
you say there was, like, an axe or anything to chop?
There is an axe, yeah.
Can we take that?
Yeah, you sure can.
Does anyone need an extra weapon?
I've got a magical dagger, I'm fine.
I throw out. I cast minor illusion, just like a little bit of sparks.
Okay.
Yeah, I could use some.
You have the axe.
A hand axe is a 1d6, plus your... Whatever's higher, your dexterity or strength, since it's a versatile weapon. Okay.
You could
Okay,
throw.
I'll allow Carl to open the last door.
Carl opens this door into the kitchen.
I know who's going in there.
Room.
There are two doors, one on the west wall, one on the east wall. This kitchen is spotless. Everything is in its rightful place. The only thing you do note in here is that there should maybe be more stuff moved around or bothered, so either everyone is really neat and tidy, or something happened before they could do the bulk of the meals for all these guests who are dead.
Are there any really sharp knives in there?
There are a few, yeah. There's one really big butcher knife.
I'm taking the butcher knife.
There you go.
I want all the weapons.
So you don't walk around with a bandolier. It's like modded Skyrim where you have like bandoliers or just fucking weapons all over the place.
I need all the weapons. I just have like them tucked in like my boots and stuff.
Hell yeah. Metal
Never know
Gear
where it's coming
D&D.
from.
Okay.
Carl is going to open this door.
Okay. This one is... Oh, it is full wine barrels.
Yes.
I'm going in.
Okay.
Can we like tap open a wine barrel?
There are some open ones. Like that
That's
already
okay.
have the tap in them.
I tell Carl to fetch a cup
Okay.
and serve me.
He has to put the orchid down to do that.
He does.
Does so. Hands you a mug of wine. Picks the orchid back up. Theo, as you're kind of wandering around in here, the only thing you notice, you hear your boot squish on something, and you look down and you've stepped on some earthworms.
That's disturbing.
They like musty places.
Remember
I would
that
like to-
crazy lady said something about work?
Yes. I would
Worms
like to,
everywhere.
can I make a nature check?
Yes, you may. So D20 plus your nature skill.
10.
10. You start kind of looking around and you realize that there are worms crawling everywhere. They kind of blend in with the floor here, and the floor is wine stained. It's not blood, I will note that. It's stained with wine, you know, from people either spilling it or knocking cups over, that kind of thing. The stains are very old. There are worms in a lot of places. It's weird.
I ask Alondra to go and pick a barrel and go out.
You don't wanna chill with the worm.
No, I'm going to destroy this room.
Why? What if the worms are helpful?
No.
Can you speak to the worms, Alondra?
I don't think I can speak to them because I just have animal hand.
Yeah, that's not one of the... It would be different if you could... Yeah, and there's a couple spells that let you do that, but considering the intelligence of an earthworm... nah. There's just
Can
a
we,
lot
before,
of them.
I'm going
before
to
we
freeze
destroy...
Yeah.
Well, before we do that, Theo, can we just see if there is any point of origin where these earthworms are coming from? Like, are they coming from this exact
Oh.
room, or are they coming somewhere else?
That's a very good question. Why don't you go ahead and make an investigation check for me, Ilaria?
Alright. That is a 6.
6.
Can I do
Can I
that?
investigate too?
Yeah,
Please investigate with me.
sure.
I only got a 4, so
I
Okay.
got a 9.
Oh god, guys, you guys suck!
I'm sorry. I'm a stupid barbarian.
Bad dice rolls. I
went to
mean,
class.
it's not normal for them to be this congregated inside. You would have expected them maybe in the greenhouse more. That would have made
Yeah.
more sense. No point of
We-
origin that you can tell. It's not like you're seeing a big earthworm mound or anything like that. They're just all kind of squiggling together.
Alright. Alondra, I'm going to destroy the room. Get out.
I'll take some wine with me.
Good.
Okay.
Hold on. We gotta save some wine.
Of course.
Can we take like a 2-minute break so I can run to the...
You absolutely can. Yeah, we'll take just a real quick break here. I'll
Yeah,
actually
just
put
like
us
2
in
minutes.
intermission. Yeah. And we'll come back here. Take 5, you guys. We'll come back and we'll see where the rest of the story leads us.
Yeah, I'm actually also going to go to the bathroom.
Good idea. Yeah, we're in intermission, so they can still hear us, but you guys are good.
Ja, det är det du vet ju med.
Brought my friend with me.
Aw, kitty.
Got the cat?
Yep.
What's his name?
His name is Tiny Chair.
He's so cute.
He's a really good pet.
Oh, look at that sweetheart. Oh, that's a good cat cuddle. Oh.
He's sweet. Probably gonna start licking me soon. He is the tiniest little meow. I love him.
I think I'm...
All right, real quick break, and we're back. All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. So, you guys are really scouring this house. You also do realize from the way that you've been walking through this house, you're basically finished almost with the first floor.
Yeah, we only have that one left to check,
You just
right?
have two doors. There's one that leads into what you would suspect is probably the corner of that hallway. And then you have this other one that is leading off of the kitchen near where Carl is.
Just on a
Carl,
note,
do you want to be my guest?
I froze the earthworm.
Okay, there are now frozen earthworm, just massive frozen earthworms in the wine room.
Oh, that's great.
I hate bugs.
All right.
Yep.
So Carl swings the door open, and this is more dry storage and what looks like a trap door that is chained shut.
Should you maybe freeze them and then see if I'll see if I can smash them after they're...
Can I have a look around the room first?
Yeah, you can kind of peer around the barrels and stuff, so go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
A natural 2.
Natural 2.
I got a 12.
12? Okay.
Wait, I've got a friggin' 6.
Oh no, okay. With a 12 is good enough. I will say, Alondra, you're pretty sure you could just muscle those chains apart. They don't look particularly secure. You also see in this far back corner, I have to switch my thing again, more earthworms. But they're slightly bigger, and they're a little kind of a purplish, reddish color.
So
they just fed.
just in that one spot.
Just in that one spot, and they're just swarming and squirming all together.
Like try and like nudge them away so we can see like what they're squirming over, or if there's like some place they came in over there.
You can use either the handle of your weapon or whatever it is, however you want to do that if you don't want to touch them. Yeah, they're all squirming around a severed hand.
Ooh!
Fantastic.
Does the hand have
Woman's
anything?
or a man's hand?
Looks like a woman's hand.
That's bad.
I feel like we should take it with us. Just
Give it back to its owner.
Let Carl. Yeah, let's
Never know.
have Carl hold it.
He has enough.
I'll
Carl,
just stick it in my backpack.
there you go.
I don't care.
The barbarian.
Can I make a medicine check on the hand?
Sure, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Check on the hand.
It's a well. I mean, you might be able to tell how it was severed.
No, I won't.
What'd you get?
3.
3. It's a hand.
13 for medicine.
Okay. It was chewed off.
Ooh.
Alondra.
Ooh.
It is. There are
Look.
bite marks around the wrist.
How big are the bite marks? Does it look like it was like chewed off by
Bigger.
like, earthworms or?
Bigger than the wounds you've been seeing.
Is there a point of access other than the hatch that the worms might have come through?
Not that you can see. This place is pretty solidly built.
Alright, I'm going to freeze the chains so Alandra can have an easier time
Okay.
breaking the lock.
Very good.
Bust 'em.
So the chains freeze, and Alondra, you would have advantage on this strike. The DC is super low, so D20 plus your strength modifier, please.
17.
17, easy enough. It was a super low DC. You actually you're like, I got this, and you and Hulk pull them apart, and they shatter, and the trapdoor looks to be accessible now.
Carl goes like,
Against the pot of the potted orchid.
My adoring fan.
There you go. Alondra and Carl forever. Okay,
it's a beautiful
so
thing.
yeah, there is a short ladder that leads down into what looks like the main cellar of the house.
I'm going to send Carl in first.
Carl goes in
With the
first. Yeah, let's do a marching order here because you're gonna have to go one at a time. So Carl doesn't have to worry about using the ladder. Who would like to go next?
I mean, I'll go.
I'm in the back.
The master of calls should go first. Next.
The master of what?
The master of calls should go next.
Fine.
So I'm actually just gonna line you guys up real quick so that I can move you as needed.
Okay.
Don't mind the man behind the curtain. Okay. So you head down into the cellar. This is a roughly dug cellar. It's very narrow down here, so we're just gonna kind of boop. I gotta line you guys up. You realize instantly that it's like, oh, okay, it's cramped down here. And you have to go single file, and it looks like this tunnel leads into a door right here that is closed.
Is it like super
Can I
dark?
see?
It's pretty dark.
Yeah. Can I see anything with my dark vision?
You see the door.
I am going to take the orchid away from Carl and hand him what is called?
A flashlight?
Yeah, the other thing that you light on fire.
Torch.
A torch?
Torch, thank
Okay,
you.
Yeah, Carl can hold a torch. So yeah, it's gonna shed light in a 30-foot radius. Does anyone not have dark vision?
I don't think I have.
I don't think I have it. Where would
I
I?
think Dragonborns do.
Okay.
Yeah, there are only a few races that don't.
Ah, I have dark vision.
Yeah,
Ah, then-
half elf you
then-
would.
Yeah, dark. Then Carl isn't holding a torch.
Okay, yeah. You guys don't need it. You can see it's dim down here. It's not pitch black. And this tunnel leads one direction.
Carl, open the door.
Carl
Carl, lead the way.
opens the door. As you guys approach and you're following behind Carl, I will just say this, because this is a new player game. You distinctly, with everyone's passive perception, make out the sound of bones being crunched.
Ooh, someone's hungry.
That's where you go? Really?
Their bones being crunched. What do you think's happening?
Well,
Sucking out that bone marrow.
Okay.
Carl
And
is-
you were grossed out by eating a dead horse?
I mean, bone marrow is completely natural.
I could have
People
burned
pay
the
for bone
meat
marrow
off
at
the bone.
People don't pay for dead horse at a restaurant.
Carl, open the door.
Carl opens the door. And hello to your worst nightmare. There
Oh,
are
dear God.
2 very large, multi-fanged worms crawling around.
Yes.
Several dead bodies, which much smaller ones behind them squirming in and out. And I actually forgot to put this other little dude there. It is bad in here, you guys. And standing in the corner, laughing maniacally, is a man with a plague doctor mask on with dark auburn hair, and he's in the corner. Get them, my pretties! It is the Count, and I need everybody to roll initiative. So here's what we're gonna do.
Can we call Kevin Bacon, please?
So, I'm going to put everybody in the turn order. When you roll initiative, you have an initiative bonus. It's a d20 roll plus that number. Initiative is up near your, above your hit points.
It is not a good number.
For a barbarian, probably not. So it's based
15.
on your dexterity. Okay.
21.
Ooh, that's a nice
Yep.
number.
Finally.
Get those snakes. I like snakes.
Okay.
Those are not snakes. Those are worms.
They're worms, but they're big enough to be snakes. So snakes.
These things are horrific. And what did you get, Theo?
20.
20. Okay. Well, I will say that the worms did not roll well.
Yay!
Phew. What about the Count?
Okay. Yeah, he did alright. Not great. Nope, wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. Okay, so here's the turn order. So when we have combat, every square equals 5 feet of movement. On your turn, you can take the attack action, or you can take an action. You can take a bonus action if you have it available, and I will remind you that drinking a health potion is a bonus action. And you can move up to your total movement speed, which for all of you would be 30 feet.
So before we start fighting,
Yes.
I would like my companions. Do we want the Baron dead or alive? Or do you want
I think we should have him alive. We need to know where Eleanor is.
Art.
I think it depends on how much trouble he's going to give us.
Yeah, but like if we knock him unconscious, then we'll just like tie him up or something. But I could
Yeah,
always
I
just
agree with
that
that.
one is hard.
All right.
Okay. So, with that decided, and we will break turns down as we go along here, but at the top of the order is Ilaria. Ilaria, you're going to have to squeeze past your companions to get anywhere.
All right.
Suck it in, guys. Suck it in.
Right here.
Okay, you can move up to your, you can move, act, and then move again up to your movement. It's totally up to you how you want to do it.
Okay. So, I guess I'll just use my magical dagger
Okay.
and try to hit the friggin' the thing.
This
Can I
thing?
just call it the thing?
Yep, it's
No, just
actually
the
the
thing.
thing. Yeah, they're known as conqueror worms. Just so you know.
Do?
And yeah, that's I think where the inspiration has been taken. And yeah, are you gonna throw it? It's about all you can do at this distance.
Can I climb on the worm?
Well, you would have to get close to it, and you used 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You've used your movement.
Okay.
You've moved all 30 feet, so you cannot do that. You would have to get next to it. So your choices are either dash, which is an action, which would not, you could dash as the action and then you can't attack, or you can stay put and use your attack action to try to throw your dagger at this thing.
Okay, well, instead of the dagger, I'll just use my short bow.
Oh, yep, you can definitely do that. So go ahead and make your attack. It's d20 plus your attack bonus for your weapon.
Okay. Oh, nice. It is a 22.
22 will definitely hit against this worm's AC armor class.
Nice.
So go ahead and roll
Nice,
your
nice.
damage for me. And let me know what you got
Okay.
there.
15.
15. Woo! All right. Did not like
Taking it
that.
out.
All right.
I am making up for being a lousy investigator.
The arrow aims true and it shoots it. I mean, it's a worm. It's a massive worm, but it doesn't have much of a body per se. It's not like you're aiming for a shoulder or anything. But you get it kind of hinged right behind where its head, the plate, it's plated too, which is really weird. Kind of where the head plate ends, and you watch it go and rear up and then slam back down. And as it slams back down, the entire ground shakes underneath you. You have used your movement, your action. Do you have a bonus action that you would like to use?
I have, because I have cunning action,
Yes.
so I can use it to disengage or hide. So I'm going to hide.
Okay. There is a column right in front of you.
Yep, I will hide behind,
Just
in front of that.
Okay, I need you to make a stealth check, please.
Alright. 14.
14. Okay. All right. You have no idea whether it knows where you went or not. I mean, these things don't really have eyes, so you've never encountered anything like this before. You have no idea whether it's aware of you or not. But
I don't even know if I hit anything or if I made any damage or not. I'm like, yeah, I hit something. Okay, go hide.
I feel like even I could outsmart these. Like,
there you go. All right. So
I'm a dumb barbarian.
They're kind of scary looking. End of Alaria's turn. Theo is next in the order. Theo, same thing. You kind of have to squeeze past your companions to get any line of sight on these guys.
I'm going to start with putting Carl in the back as my bonus action. Then I'm just going to peek in the room.
Okay.
Do I see all the guys?
Yes, you can see them now.
Alright, then I would like to cast Grease.
What?
That is amazing. I have never had a player use this spell before, and I love you for that. Oh my gosh.
Alright,
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Cook them?
yes!
We're gonna throw. We're gonna slip everywhere at this slide.
Well,
It's like, you're making this harder for us, even.
We're just gonna oil our bodies up, and it's gonna be a slip and slide in here.
okay.
Trust me,
Oh,
this is going to be amazing.
So slick grease covers the ground in a 10-foot square centered on a point in range. Where would you like to center that point?
3 blocks from Aleria, near the big one. It is close to
If
it.
you hold down your left mouse button, you can ping. And you can kind of show
Right.
me where you're talking about.
Right there.
I don't have a ping. What's happened?
Yep.
Nothing's happening.
Right here?
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it would light up yellow for your, or kind of a pinkish color for you. It may not have shown up. So it's going to be centered right there. Let me go ahead and 10-foot square. Okay. So we will just draw that bad boy out here real quick. So this area is now slick with grease. If you walk into this area, I love this spell. I wish more people used it. It's fantastic. If you walk into this area, it would be considered difficult terrain. So while moving through that area, your speed gets halved. So you lose movement. So when the grease appears, each creature standing in its area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone. Let's see if a worm can fall prone. What is your spell save DC, Theo?
It is 8 plus 2 plus 3, so 13.
13. No, 5. It rolled a 5.
Yes.
So you just watch this thing that just got shot by your companion go and land like, again, if it has a back, it's now belly up essentially. It is now prone. So I'm gonna mark that so that I try to remember that it is prone. It is now prone, which means it has to use half of its movement to stand back up or squirm back up. I don't know. It's a worm.
Across the floor.
So you still have movement, Theo. You've used your action to cast the spell, and you have a bonus action if it is available to you.
I use my bonus action to move
That's
Carl.
right. Thank you, to move Carl. So you still have movement if you would like. You have 20 feet of movement still.
I would like to squish back in.
Okay. Fair enough, wizards. Yes. Not shocked by that. Okay, so Alondra, your companion shot this thing with an arrow. Your other companion just covered the floor in grease. There's a lot of bones munching and weird worm noises and dead bodies everywhere and coffins. It's awful down here. What do you want to do? Because it's your turn.
May I just say one thing,
Yes.
Alondra? You are a dragonborn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you breathe fire?
I breathe acid.
Damn.
I'm not gonna light things on fire. We are in a house. It is probably made of wood. We're gonna burn to death.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Please throw a javelin.
Oh, yes, you may. Very nice. At the same one that's been targeted?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're taking them out.
Yeah, so it's a d20 plus for you, you're proficient with it, so d20 plus your attack or bonus attack modifier on that weapon.
20.
20, yeah, that'll definitely hit. This thing's pissed off. So go ahead and roll your damage for me.
So it's 1d6
plus your strength, and I allow you to add in your proficiency score to that too.
So you said it's proficiency in what else? My strength?
Plus your strength modifier, yes.
13.
13. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's not
Taking this down.
happy about that at all. The javelin is embedded in it, just so you know. You can retrieve it at some point. Yeah, it's fine. It's just a big piece of wood.
Lots of weapons.
It's totally right.
Can I ask? Because it is prone, doesn't she get advantage on ranged attacks?
Actually, when something is prone, she would have disadvantage, but I allowed it because it's a javelin, and it's a ranged weapon, kind of. Javelins are kind of an awkward weapon, so I just let that go. This thing doesn't have a high AC, and it's a big target. So yeah, if something is prone and you're trying to hit it with a bow, Alaria, for example, if she were to try to, if she had another attack before this thing's turn, it's going to flip over and try to eat somebody's face off. She would be at disadvantage when firing a ranged weapon while it's prone.
And I mean, I threw javelin in high school. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I think you're good. It's pissed AF. It's got an arrow embedded in it. It's covered in grease. It's prone. You hit it with a javelin. It's now sticking out of its body. It's not happy.
Okay.
I would like to rage.
I'm just going to look at it come at me, bro.
You do still have some movement. If you so choose, you don't have to use all of it.
Let's see. I'll just stay here.
Okay. All right. That
Just
ends Alondra's turn. It is the worms. So the Conqueror worms will go next. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, because that's fun. It is actually going to flip over, of course. Back up now. It's covered in grease, which is very funny. And let me see if it can figure out. Okay. And starts to come this way. Now, it also used half its movement, so it can really only move here because it's still moving through the grease from Theo's spell. So it doesn't get very far. And is then going to use the dash action and come over here. So, that's all it can do. This one... Yep. Flips around, basically, puts its head to the ground, and starts to burrow through the floor of the cellar. And you feel the ground shake. It's moving very fast, and it pops up right beside Alaria. So, Alaria, you have this thing snarling, just dripping fangs. It's got rows of fangs inside of its mouth, and it rears back and actually is going to bite you. It's gonna try to bite you.
Oh,
So what is your armor class, please?
13.
13. That is 15. Okay. So it is gonna try to do this. While I'm rolling damage, I need you to make a dexterity save, please.
Okay. 17.
17. You managed to make it because it looks like it was going to try to swallow you.
Oh.
So it does 5 points of piercing damage to you as it sinks its fang into you. I rolled really bad on the damage die. And you can feel it scrape against your armor. Your armor deflects most of it, but you're going to have a hurt shoulder in the morning for sure. Okay, that is all.
Things I do for money, guys.
You guys picked up a lot of money. Okay, that is all it can do. So that ends their turn. The Count is next. He is standing in the corner, yelling, "Yes, my babies, attack! Yes, attack! Attack! Oh, the eyes! The eyes! Attack my children! Go!" That's all he's gonna do.
Calm down.
Yeah, he's very excited.
Calm down, bro. They're just worms.
And then the other things that are left are these 2 smaller worms. And you guys now realize that these things are probably the ones that left the bulk of the wounds on the bodies upstairs. They have about the right size mouths, suckers. They have like lamprey mouths. It's horrifying. Okay. I just have to figure out how far this is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Coming for you.
Oh, shit.
So, I allow flanking rules in my game, which means that these worms that are positioned directly across from each other on either side of Ilaria now get advantage on their attacks with her.
Oh, come on. Like, worms aren't going to be that smart.
Oh, these are. These ones actually, the smaller ones are smarter than the bigger ones. So, Alondra, this one is going to, and it just, you notice that it is actually not fully worm. There's human parts to this thing. It's got, like, arms and looks like human legs, and it spins its head around and just goes, ah!
Exorcist?
Yeah, almost. I need you to make a charisma save, and Ilaria, you're going to have to do the same thing. So I need you each to make 1 charisma save for me.
Okay. I will do that.
So you're going to roll a d20, and you have a charisma save number. It is just to the right of where your strength and dexterity scores are. There's a box for saving throws. So you roll that d20 and then add that save number you have there for charisma.
That's 17.
Okay.
18.
You both save. It's horrifying. Whatever these things are trying to do, it is absolutely terrifying, but you're not shaken by it. It looks like they were trying to rattle you. That's all they can do.
I ain't scared of no ghost.
I ain't scared of no possessed Lovecraftian thing.
Okay, so that ends their turn, and we're back to the top of the order. Ilaria, you are flanked.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell? Which should I attack?
I'd say attack the big one.
Yeah.
Theo's behind you. He can take out the small.
True.
You
think I'll
don't even
do.
have to get close to it. Use a ranged spell. You got it, Theo.
I really want to use an AoE.
Oh, yep, I was waiting on that. Alright, Ilaria, what do you want to do?
I want to attack the big one with my ghost eye.
With your ghost eye dagger that you picked up, yeah. So make your attack, just make sure you add 1 as on top of your attack modifier to this weapon.
Okay. That's 15.
That'll hit. They're not too hard to hit. They're pretty big. So again, a dagger is a 1d4, and you're going to add your dexterity and then your proficiency and then add a 1 on top of that.
Okay, 1d4. That's a 6. And then what, on dexterity?
Yeah, so what'd you roll on the d4?
A 6.
It's a D4. It's the little triangle.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think you're rolling a 6 on a 4 die. That's not...
No, I wasn't. A 4.
You never
Okay,
know.
so 4 plus your proficiency bonus, which is a 2, so that's 6 there. Plus 1, because it's a +1 weapon, plus your dexterity.
Yep. Plus my dexterity. Okay, I have 15 in dexterity.
So it's a +2 modifier. So 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
9 altogether. Oh, this thing's looking bad. You hit it right in that same wound where you had struck it in the arrow, and you just kind of dig your way into the plate, and you can see fleshy, like purpley red colored flesh underneath this armored plate this thing has on its head, and it looks really hurt.
I got him, guys. I got him good.
Good job, girl.
Is there
Better
any...
than on the spider thing.
Oh yeah. Is there anything else you want to do?
Retreat.
Yeah, I kind of want to dash.
Okay. When you move,
Does that...
they will get attacks of opportunity on you. Unless you take the disengage action.
Oh, disengage action. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so where would you like to disengage to?
Where can I disengage to?
I mean, you can move anywhere.
Oh, move behind it, Baka.
You just can't move this direction, like between the two worms, because there's almost no space there.
Are you guys just
Okay.
gonna me in here?
So can I don't know, can I move like here? No. Can I move here?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. And
Oh,
that would
alright.
actually put you in flanking position with Alondra then, and she would get advantage on striking that worm in between the two of you.
Is it better for you, Alondra?
I'm good. Anything's good for me. I already know what I'm gonna do. I think you all know
Okay.
what I'm gonna do as a barbarian.
Alright, then I move to there.
Okay. Flanking's good. Flanking's always good. Alright.
Alright.
Very good. So, Theo, there's a lot of worms in here.
I hate
Yeah,
dogs.
can you please help?
Okay, I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna touch my thumb to all my fingers and use burning hands.
Very nice. Okay. On the worm right in front of you?
Yeah, it comes out in a 15-foot cone.
Oh, shit. Okay. So, you will hit Alondra with this.
Can I aim it so it won't hit her?
Yes, you may. You can angle the edge of it, the far edge of it, to hit the two worms in front of you and
Yeah.
hit the stone wall instead.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay. Is that a dex save?
Yeah, it's a dexterity saving.
Okay. And remind me of your spell DC again?
13.
13. Okay, this will be funny. They're not dexterous creatures.
Bravo.
Well, the big worm failed that one with an 8.
Nice.
The smaller worm with a 19 made it.
So it takes half damage.
Got it. So go ahead and roll your damage. Give me the total and we'll apply it.
Yeah, it's 3d6.
Woohoo!
Eight damage.
8 damage. So the little worm takes 4. And the big worm dies in a fiery inferno.
Yeah.
Yeah!
You just hear this horrendous and it just starts to curl in on itself like a pill bug or an armadillo and just starts to die, and it squeals, and that's it for that one. And there's now this weird greasy smoke because it was covered in grease kind of coming off of the body, and you're like
Smells like barbecue.
oh gross.
We can eat later after we finish this fight. Get that
I'll eat the horse instead.
Oh my gosh, those poor horses. Okay, so
You've never tried horse meat? It's actually delicious.
I've not, actually. I don't know if I could. Okay, so Theo, you still have movement. You do have a worm right in front of you, which will take an attack of opportunity if you move.
Cantrips are an action, right?
Yes, most of them are.
Yeah. So I'm just going to stay put and give the worm the finger.
That's a free action. You could totally do that. Yep, okay. Alondra, there is a smoking worm behind you, and you have a smaller one in front of you that Ilaria is flanking with, and then you have this bigger one.
Well, I think the bigger one is more dangerous.
Okay.
And I think it's time to rage.
Yes, bonus action rage!
Come on.
Rage, rage, rage!
Cultomania's running wild.
Rage the barbarian rages. All right. Does anything happen to Alondra when she rages?
I just have advantage, saving throw, plus 2 melee, resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
That'll help you. Okay, very good.
I know, right? They're piercing.
Yeah, it is piercing damage, so that will definitely help.
Oh,
Okay, so yes, it is. Yeah, all those teeth, man. Yeah.
To hit it with my great axe.
Hit that thing. Make your attack. D20 plus your attack modifier on your great axe, please.
16.
16. That will hit for sure. Go ahead and roll your damage. It's a D12 plus proficiency plus your strength.
Yeah, gotta find the right die first.
The 12s and the 10s somehow always mystify me, and I don't know why.
Okay, so the D12 was 11.
Ooh.
I add to it.
And add 2 to it for your proficiency bonus, so 13,
Okay.
plus your strength modifier.
Okay, so that's 3.
Okay, so, damn, 16.
Yep.
Holy mama. That's a lot. You cleave into this thing, and you guys actually watch her take a piece of its armored head off, and the scale just fling and hits the stone wall, and you see the count go, ha-ha, look!
I feel like he'd be upset about that. Like, we're killing his
He's
babies.
insane. He doesn't care.
He wants the babies to kill us.
So you have rage.
Theo, did Carl fall in love?
Oh, Carl is just drooling right now.
There you go.
It's nasty.
Yep.
Jeez.
And that rage lasts for 10 rounds.
Hell yes. I love barbarians. Oh my god.
They'll be killing things.
That'll be all the smashings. So you've raged as your bonus. You've used your attack as the action. You have movement if you so choose, but again, if you move out of the reach of any creature that's alive around you, they will take an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna stay here so I can flank that one.
Beautiful. All right. So that ends Alondra's turn. Sorry, I have a kitten over here who's just like sleeping and looking at me like, what are you doing? Okay, the still alive Conqueror Worm is going to go next. And since you hit it last, Alondra, it would like to try to bite you. So it's going to make that attack. Because you hit it and took a part of its head. That is a... What is your armor class?
11.
11. So that is a 12 to hit. So that will hit you. I need you to make that dexterity save, and if you don't, you're going to wind up swallowed. So
What do I roll?
D20 plus your dexterity save, which would be just a little bit above your charisma save in that box off to the right.
An 8, but I do.
Oh, sorry, your audio cut out.
It was an 8, but I also do have a resistance to piercing.
Okay, well, the save, that's not going to help you on the save. So we'll do the damage, which will be halved because you are resistant to piercing. So let's resolve that first. Okay, so it would normally be 14, but you're resistant, so cut in half, 7. So 7 piercing. You are swallowed. So
Dun, dun, dun.
you watch Alondra get picked up by this thing's maw and just slid down its gullet like a big old snake.
Do you know this happened in Hercules?
So Alondra disappears. So we will actually kind of put you right there with him. You are blinded and you are restrained. So while you're in here, you cannot see anything. You have total cover against attacks. So your companions don't have to worry about hurting you while you're in the belly of the beast, basically. You will take damage at the start of its turn, which is about to happen, and you're restrained, so you can attack, but you're basically going to be like T-Rex arming it inside this thing's gullet, like, Just so you know. Okay. Alondra's in this thing's gut, guys.
Yeah, guys, save me.
So
You just hear me yelling out, save me!
at the start of its turn, it is going to deal 3 points of acid damage to you,
I
Alondra.
have acid resistance.
Okay, so 1.
Okay.
Yep, because you are a dragon, certain type of dragonborn. Yes, Theo, sorry.
I was just going to say Carl is weeping right now.
Just tears coming out from behind the mask, little ghostly
Yes.
tears. The mask is crying, but no one else can see it but you, Theo.
I just go like, oh, I know, it's so sad.
So there goes Alondra. This thing is then going to just turn around, and because you are within striking range, Ilaria, it's going to try to bite you. It cannot try to swallow you because its gut is already full. It's had a meal, so, you know. Oh no, it bit Alondra. So sorry. I'm getting lost on my train of thought here. So that ends the worm's turn. This is what happens. It's been a long weekend already. The Count just kind of dances over here. Gone in the gullet, gone, she's Wormfoot, gone, Wormfoot. That's all he's gonna do. These worms, these bad mammajamas, are gonna do exactly what you think they're gonna do, and they're going to try to bite Theo and Ilaria. Because eventually they are just worms. Big worms, but they're worms. I take that back. Actually, it's not a bite. Because they have human parts to them, they've grown these long, kind of gross-looking claws on the ends of their fingers, and they try to swipe at you. Like the scarecrows in the original Devil May Cry. They try to do that kind of a thing. Okay, so, against Theo, that's a natural 20. Against Ilaria, that is a 11. Does that hit you?
I have 13 in armor class.
So no, it misses. You just dance backwards enough for it to barely miss you. Theo,
I got through.
very glad this is not high damage. So on a natural 20, just so that anyone watching who's not played a lot of D&D, or even just for your guys' edification who are playing, on a natural 20, we roll the dice. We double that damage that we come up with, so we times it by 2, and then we add any modifiers to that on a natural 20. And that is for bad guys and our heroes at the same time. That's not too... How many hit points do you have, Theo?
17.
Okay. You're going to take 11 points of slashing damage.
Damn. I have 6.
Got a healing potion, Theo.
You do.
I do.
Okay. So
Remember that.
you are being opened up along your rib cage, Theo, and it feels real bad. All right, that is end of the order, top of the order, Ilaria. What the hell? Alondra just disappeared.
Oh. Well, my husband was just distracting me with a lot of food, and I'm like, I have food.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, I'm still raging in the snake.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
I should help. I need to help Alondra. We girls gotta stick together, you know?
If you just want to
Take
take
care
out
of
that
it.
other worm.
I can. Well, so you're fine with just being inside the worm?
I got a plan.
Okay. I'll just let you rage in
I
there.
got a plan. I got the right tool.
Okay.
All right. I'll let you rage. I'll just take care of the small worm then. You always have to let a woman rage. Just let her be.
This
Throwing
is
some
true.
ragers.
We will set things on fire.
Yep.
It's going to
So okay, I will attack the worm with my magical dagger.
Hell yes. Go ahead and make your ghost eye dagger attack, please.
Yep. That is a 12.
That is exactly what you need. It is its armor class.
Phew.
So go ahead and roll the damage. Again, same thing. D4 plus 3 plus your
Yep.
dexterity modifier. Yep.
Yep. That's a 2, so it's a 4. Plus 1, so it's a 5.
5. Wait, so... Okay, so you rolled a 2
I roll.
plus
Yeah,
3.
and my. Yeah.
So 5 plus your dexterity modifier.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, that's 2.
So 7. Okay.
So 7.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, that one's not happy either. It looks very hurt. You sunk the dagger in. You're starting to get a real good feel on where to do damage to these creatures, and this one's not plated necessarily because it's partially human, but you kind of dig it right into where its clavicle would be if it wasn't half worm, which is disgusting. And you start to kind of carve it out. You're like, I'm going to carve my name into this thing. It's very, very hurt. It's not dead, but it's very hurt.
Okay. Can I, because one of my proficiencies is a sneak attack, so can I do that, or?
Okay, so you would have to either have advantage on the strike, which would have been helpful had it worked out with Alondra flanking with you. Or you need to have an ally within 5 feet, and Alondra in the belly of the snake or the worm does not count.
No, okay.
So unfortunately, no.
No, okay. I was thinking then if I should disengage and maybe try to capture the count.
You can disengage and start moving that direction if you would like.
Yeah. But I haven't killed the snake though, have I?
No, you have not.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
crap.
I'm already in a snake, so like.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna leave you guys fighting that all by yourselves. So okay, I'll continue staying where the snake is and try to kill it next time.
Got it. Okay. That ends Alaria's turn. Theo, you're up. This thing just tried to take out your guts.
Yeah, you need to heal, man.
I'm going to burn them all.
I see this ending badly. Okay.
I'm going to cast Burning Hands again.
Okay. Same. Are you aiming it slightly more towards the others?
Just if I can get them all.
Me, right?
No. You could get all 3 of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to burn them all.
Okay. So let's burn them all. That is it's a dex save, right?
Crispy critters.
Yeah.
Okay. So dex save, and then again remind me spell DC. 13. The worm in front of you makes it with a natural 20.
Again!
The big worm rolled a natural 18 minus 2, still 16. And the little worm in front of Ilaria did not make it. That was a 10 minus, that's a 10, so flat 10, so no. This one, they're going to take half damage, the 2 that made it. Actually, the one that made the natural 20 takes no damage. The one that swallowed Alondra is going to take half.
Bad.
The one in front of Ilaria is going to take full damage.
Alright. Okay, that is 15 points of damage.
Remind me what's the damage on that?
3d6.
It can't be 15 on... Oh, yeah, it can on 3d6. Sorry. Math. Oh, my gosh. Okay. The worm in front of Ilaria goes up in flames. Dead.
Okay.
This one...
Well done.
Oof. The one that swallowed Alondra is not happy. And
Never is happy.
this one, it's not looking... It doesn't look great. This one has been hit before, but is still alive. Okay, so you've used your action. You have a bonus if you want to take your healing potion.
I would like to take the healing
There
potion.
you go! Okay, so roll 2d4 and add 2 to it.
Uh, 7.
Okay, so go ahead and add that back in to your HP. Does that take you back up to 13?
Yeah,
Okay, right. So better, way better. All right.
way better.
Alondra, you are blinded and restrained. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm still raging,
You are.
and I took a big sharp butcher knife,
Yes, you did.
so I'm gonna carve out the belly of the beast.
Okay, you are restrained. I will say that you're gonna have to kind of squeak that knife out of wherever you got it from, which I will allow you to do. So go ahead and make the attack with the knife. It's gonna be a D20. We'll say plus you're a barbarian. You know your way around knives. So D20 plus your proficiency plus your dexterity modifier.
18.
18. That'll hit. Yeah, you feel it go into the hilt, and you just start like a jack-o'-lantern, just or psycho, whatever you want there. Norman Bates, go for it. Yeah, and then it'll be a D6 plus that proficiency and dexterity modifier.
Four.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure that if you kept working on this, you'd probably get your way out of here. Can't quite see daylight or light yet, but yeah, you'd be alright. Okay.
Can I ask?
Yes.
Did the grease catch on fire?
The worm is slowly burning, kind of, it has a little bit, but it's more like, it's not going to do any massive damage to this thing because it's armored. It's annoying, probably more than anything else right now.
A warm campfire.
Okay, so that's all Alondra can do, unfortunately, because she is restrained. This worm that's left is... Oh, see, and it's been hit from the inside, so let me see if it can figure out what's going on here. No.
It's like, what's happening?
Who's killing me? Who's stabbing me?
It's stupid, okay?
It's very stupid, especially considering what I just rolled. So it is just going to try to bite Alaria at this point, because that's all it can really do.
Okay.
No, that is a 10. That's not going to do it.
Question, though.
Yes.
Since at the start of the turn, I take more acid damage, right?
Yes, I was just getting ready to roll that. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So
And
you're
I'm
in your resistance, so... I did not roll well. 2 points of acid damage.
Okay, I'm still good.
All right. Okay. It misses. It's starting to move really sluggishly. It looks very hurt. It's almost swaying at this point. Okay. The Count is just starting to come over here, and he's actually... There are lots of bodies here, probably a good 15 or so, and he's just kind of dancing around them. Oh, Eleanor, you're here! And he starts...
Oh shit, is she dead?
Worms. That's all he's doing. Okay, there's one purple worm left. And it is going to, instead of trying to claw at you, Theo, it turns that head around again and just goes, ah! I need you to make a charisma save for me.
Alright. 14.
14, that'll do it. Whatever it's trying to freak you out with, it's not working. You're like, you already cut me in half almost, forget you. Don't worry about it.
I'm still giving him the finger.
There you go. Okay, Alaria, what would you like to do?
So, Alondra, do you want me to help you with the snake?
Sure.
What?
I'm dying here.
Sure, let's do it.
Theo, was that a cry for help?
That was Carl.
I can't see nor hear Carl, so it was probably you.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna help Alondra then.
Okay.
Thank
Bigger
you.
snake. Magical dagger again.
All right, magical dagger.
That's 12.
Unfortunately, that does not hit.
No.
No, you just missed it. These things are big, but you'll need a little bit higher than that. It just misses.
I slipped on the grease.
Slipped on the grease, and it's a little preoccupied with what's going on in its gut, and kind of, just as it's rearing back, manages to move out of the way of your dagger.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
There's not much I can do.
Okay.
Do you want to start moving towards the Count?
Yeah. I kind of want to do that because he mentioned freaking Eleanor.
Yeah. I mean,
So
I'm
can I
sure
go here?
All this.
Are you going to disengage first?
Yes, disengage first.
Okay. Yeah, as long as you stay out of that grease and you disengage, you would have full movement.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you can. I mean, you have 30 feet, so
So I can actually go to the
you
Count.
can actually get to him. You have to step over some bodies, but yeah, you can get right over to him.
Clean burn over those bodies.
Can I do it? Do I see any of the bodies that look like Eleanor or?
You see a distinctive shock of brown hair shot through with gray, kind of underneath two bodies over in this direction.
Okay, can I investigate that, or is
That
that
would
possible?
that would take an action, so you'd have to do it on your next turn.
We'll just
Okay,
wait
okay.
until like everyone's dead to investigate.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Theo, what would you like to do?
The worm in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't taken any damage, is he?
Oh yes, he has. You've burned him twice.
Really?
He looks pretty bad.
Do you need help, Alondra?
I mean, if you just want to take care of Worm, because I mean, I'm good in here for right now. I'm carving my way out.
I would love to see that, actually.
You just hear me saying, "I'm carving out, guys. It's okay."
Okay, while I'm flipping the worm off in front of me, I'm gonna cast Firebolt from that finger.
Okay, you could. Oh, very nice. There you go. Okay. So
Crispy critter.
So, attack roll.
yeah, you will need to roll that d20 and then add your spell attack bonus.
14.
14 will hit.
Nice. And D10. 6.
6 will do it. It lights on fire, finally, and
Yeah.
dies with a scream, and it's actually the human part of this thing that's screaming as it dies. It's horrifying.
I just go, ugh, oh, damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of smoke in here. It's kind of getting a little tough. If you guys were a higher level, I would maybe obscure the area, but I'm not going to do that. It's a low burning fire, we'll say, that's happening. And there's not much to catch on fire down here other than the grease and the coffins. So, okay. You can now move if you want. You don't have anything directly in front of you. It's up to you.
Actually, I got... What do I got? 30 feet. So...
Just remember, if you move past the worm, it will try to bite you.
Yeah, that's... I'm good.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. That's always something that can kind of catch you off guard. Okay, so worms are slowly dying. Theo just lit one on fire. Alondra, you did hear that scream from inside.
I say, "Go team!"
All right. Still carving your way out?
Yep, and I'm still raged.
Okay, and you're still raging. Yeah, you are, so go right for it. Go ahead and make that attack again for me.
Is that a D20, right?
D20, yep, +2 plus your dexterity modifier.
16.
16 will do it. Yeah, definitely hits. So D6 plus that same combo again of proficiency plus dexterity modifier.
4 again.
Okay. It is
Still making my way out.
It is, yeah. But you are starting to, and Theo, you can even see it from where you're at. You see a knife blade poof, pop out of the side of this thing. It looks very hurt at this point.
Car goes like...
And then you're going to take, this time, 4 points of acid damage.
Counting my resistance?
Yes.
Or... Okay.
Alright. Okay. This worm is really the only thing left. These guys are gone, so let me get rid of him. It has... Let me see if it can figure out what to do, because there's no one directly in front of him. Nope, it's just going to move this direction. And if it wasn't already greased, I would say it would probably have half movement because it's got something in its belly. And it's going to come over here. I'll just kind of move you along with it, Alondra.
No.
And it's going to try to bite you, Theo. What is your armor class?
It is... 12.
12. Okay, that's what I thought. Wizards, yeah. That is a That's a 14 to hit.
I would like to use Arcane Deflection as my reaction.
Yes, you may. Okay, so what does that do?
That gives me +2 bonus to my AC
Okay.
against an attack.
It will still just hit with a 14. At or above your AC, which at this point is modified to 14, and it rolled a 14, it will still get you. So just so you are aware of that. You can retcon that if you want.
It's fine. I have already used all my spell slots.
Okay. So that is going to be, I didn't roll great. That's going to be 5 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
Okay. And you can't be swallowed because it has food in its stomach.
Slowly digesting me.
Slowly digesting you. Yeah, it's a long process. The Count sees you, Alari, and goes, "Are you here for dinner?"
No, I'm here to question you.
Dinner! 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 Eleanor, get up! We have company! He's crazy. Okay.
So, what?
What would you like to do, Ilaria? Because it's now your turn. The smaller worms are gone, so...
Yeah, so I can. Well, should I check with whether that Eleanor is alive, guys, or?
At this point, Theo's pretty much out of earshot and Alondra's swallowed, so it's kind of up to you.
Ha. Yeah, I think I will.
Okay. She's over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm going. So it's an investigation check.
Yes, yeah, and we'll combine that kind of just you're trying to see if she's alive, if
Yeah.
what's going on with her. Okay, yeah, so go ahead and roll
Yeah.
that for me.
That is a 16.
Okay, she's breathing.
Okay.
She's half buried under these bodies. She looks worse for wear. She's covered in blood and mud and other things that you don't even want to think about too much. But there is a slow rise and fall to her chest.
Okay, so can I pull her out of those bodies?
I would say combined with the investigation check, I would let you do that, but you're not going to be able to move her past just pulling her out from underneath.
Okay, so let's do that in the next round.
Yeah, you can pull her out from underneath, and then if you want to move her next round, absolutely.
Okay, so
Yep.
I pull it out from underneath.
Okay. Yeah, she's breathing. She looks bad. She does have some wounds, circular wounds on her throat, and she is missing her right hand.
So, yep, that was the hand that we had, guys.
I got a hand.
Maybe we can stitch together once this is all over.
Find a cleric, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Keep
right.
it as a keepsake.
Oh no! All right, so she's alive
I thought
so
berries
far.
are dark.
Okay. It looks like Theo. You can kind of see that it looks like Ilaria has someone who looks like the Baroness, but you're preoccupied with the worm right in front of you.
Yeah, there's a big ass worm in front.
Mm-hmm.
Since she got the knife through, will I hurt her right now if I
No.
cast a spell?
No, you'll be all right.
Alright, I shout really loudly at Alandra, "Take cover!" and I shoot a firebolt.
Okay. Firebolt. So, yeah, make that spell attack for me.
That's a natural 20.
Natural fucking 20! Alright, so roll your
Natural
damage
20.
die and then times it by 2 for me.
Trying to fight the dice. That is a 4, so 8.
8. It is dead.
Yes!
Yay!
That is just what you needed, and as this thing catches fire, Alondra, you see an opening, and you can, like, stick your hands out and start pushing your way out of this thing if you want. I will just
Okay.
say that effectively takes us out of combat, So you guys are free to do what you will at this point. Alondra, it's going to take you a moment to push your way out of the rest of this worm. But
I want the first thing she sees is Carl.
okay.
Now, if only Carl could actually help me.
Carl can help you a little bit.
With what?
He can help pull you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not going to help,
No.
heal me or anything.
No, he can just get you out of the muck. So,
Okay.
all right. There are 4 slowly, burning and smoking worms, and you have the Count over with Ilaria, and Ilaria has pulled out, and now, Ilaria, you can move Eleanor as you will, at least as much as you think the Count will allow you. You're not sure. But yeah, she's alive.
Okay, so I think we should just leave the Count alone and just get the hell out of here.
Well, I mean, we should keep an eye on him while we get...
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to
also
go
like take
to
my
him.
healing potion.
Okay.
I'm actually going to smack the Count just to see what happens.
So you're gonna slap him open-handed, or
With the back of my hand.
back of your hand? Ooh, mean. Okay. You don't have to roll for that. He takes it full on the mask. The mask kind of comes off a little bit, and he looks crazed. His eyes are bloodshot. He's grown this patchy beard. His hair's all tangled up with mud and God knows what else. He's actually got bits of bone, human bone, stuck. He's kind of jammed it into his pockets, and it's all sticking out like some kind of weird handkerchief or something. And he just, you will come to play too! Yay, friends!
Can we see any of his body?
It's in this long black cloak, so no.
No.
I smack him again.
He takes it. Oh, Kitty wants to play.
Can I start investigating and loot?
Yes, you may. So go ahead and roll that investigation check for me. What do the other 2 of you want to do?
I'm going to... is
I want to-
Eleanor bleeding?
Not that you can see.
I think you should heal her, Theo.
What
Do you have potions?
No.
You don't have a potion?
I used it. I was dying.
Ah.
What did you roll, Alondra?
13.
13. Yeah, there are about 12 bodies here. Sorry, 13 bodies here. They all have those same wounds on them. They're a combination of servants and guests. And you find on them a combination of about 75 gold. You do find one very nice gold necklace. And you find a couple of rations, actually, on the servants. Looks like ration packs. And 1 wineskin.
Okay.
I would just like to point out that I killed all the worms. Just pointing it out.
We all played a really good hand in it, though, so no bragging.
It was all Carl.
That's all Carl. You guys, as you're kind of trying to figure out what to do, you hear from behind Ilaria, you hear, "Did someone send you for me?" Eleanor is slowly opening her eyes.
Yeah, your husband
What?
likes you.
Yeah. We're sent here by your husband.
Thank you. Thank you.
You want to go back to him, or
Please
tell
take
him
me
dead,
back.
or- Okay.
But just letting you know, Eleanor. I own all your tapestry right now.
No, just the one.
You can take all of them. I don't care. I just want to go home. She is rubbing her neck where one of the wounds are, and you watch as she rubs it even fiercely, really is rubbing into it. It's starting to freely bleed.
Oh, I would
Can I
not
make
do
it-
that, Eleanor.
Can I make a
Stop.
medical check?
Yeah, you can make a medicine check.
That is 12.
12.
I rolled a 19.
19. Okay. This is not looking real good, Alondra, and you're starting to, like, you want to put your, your hand over hers and move it away, and just as you do that, you see a little worm squiggle out between her fingers.
Uh-oh. Those parasites, Del.
Can I sear the wound shut?
Yeah, it's an open wound at this point. With her rubbing on it, she's reopened it. It is squirming with worms.
I think I should burn it shut.
Do you want me to use my magical dagger and just dig through it? Just dig out all the worms?
You guys trying to kill her?
I mean,
I'm trying to save a life.
I will note that she has 1 hit point.
Shit.
Oh, sure.
So,
Do you still have your potion?
no.
Why?
The Count dances over to Eleanor. Look, you're next.
Can I search the Count for something?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
A potion.
Anything? Okay, to help in the situation? Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check. You're going to do it at disadvantage. 1, he's dancing around, and 2, he's not willing. So roll 2 d20s, take the lower of the 2, and then add your investigation skill.
11.
11. You find a handful of gold, and you find a what looks like a half-eaten sandwich. About 3 or 2 days old, that's starting to look pretty bad. But he's, no touchy until the games begin. Eleanor, come dance with me. And she's freaking out. She's trying to move away, but she's so weak, she can't really do much.
Can I persuade the Count to tell us what we can do to help Eleanor?
Yeah, you can try to do that. What do you want to say to him to appeal to him?
Look, I don't know what the hell you've been doing, but this woman here, you obviously care about her because you've been talking about her non-stop. So we just want to help her, and it would be awesome if you could help us with that. So you will help us with that.
Okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me. D20 plus your persuasion skill.
14.
14. Yeah, that's better than his roll. He kind of stops for a second and... You speak wise, horned one. And he pulls the rest, like, really pulls the mask off at this point. I mean, he looks a combination of crazed and like he hasn't bathed in a few days and has just been, like, wiping his hands down his face. She can go.
I can see why the ladies like them.
Get her to a cleric! Off to a cleric!
Do you know where any clerics are?
No!
Can I intimidate him to see if he has any else?
Yeah. I'll let you do it with advantage because Ilaria has already kind of been trying to wiggle some info out of him. So
20.
20, okay. Yeah, Is your woman going to beat me up? Is she going to hit me?
If you don't tell us there's any stuff here for us to help her.
Yes. She needs my father's eyeball. And he runs over here to the wall, and he says, "Quick, someone, help! Hand me, big woman, hand me your axe!"
Hand me, you... I'm not going to hand you anything.
Yes, give, want, give.
I will come over and help you.
Okay.
But you're not taking my weapon.
He steps out of the way. Hit! Smack it right there! That's where Daddy is.
Okay.
Can I ask, the worms, they really don't like fire, right?
They really don't like fire, yeah.
Can I just hold the firebolt not too close to her and see if the worms just try to wiggle away from the wound?
Well, away from the wound is back into the body.
Okay, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, that would drive them further in. Okay, so Alondra, you don't need to roll for this, but you do see there's a patch of wall that looks like it was recently-ish put together. It's not as old as the rest of the cellar. And you smack open that wall, and inside is a little cavern, little hole, with a skeleton hanging in there.
Oh.
And there is a glass eye, a bright blue glass eye, in the
So we're gonna
skeleton's
scoop that
socket.
out with the serving spoon. That I
There
took.
you go. Okay.
Well, I took it. I mean,
As soon as you said that, I was like, "Yep, that's what's gonna happen." And it's very nicely made. I mean, you've seen some glass eyes in your time. You've run with some barbarians who've had some. This one's nice.
Can I make a Arcane check on?
Yes, you may.
That's a 23.
Yep. As soon as he sees it, the count goes, "It keeps the worms away!" This thing has some kind of... It's a combination of restorative and evocation magic on it that you think might help Eleanor. It might not work
Toss it here!
all at once, but it would probably start the process.
okay. Throw it over to Theo.
Okay.
Flip it over.
And I put it in... I just put it in the wound.
Oh! I'm going to need you to make a dexterity check, because if you push too hard, you're going to kill her.
Shit!
I mean, if she dies, we'll just take her down.
We'll just tell her the count did it.
We don't have to say how she died.
Okay.
No, we'll
So-
just say the count did it.
Roll a
pressure.
roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier, please.
Oh, she was dead when we got there.
F- 14.
14. Okay. As long as you didn't roll too low, we were going to be all right. Okay. She is trying to move away from you, but again, she's too weak to do much. She can't really resist. And you watch this thing almost hover over the wound for a second, glow, and then just get absorbed into her body. And the wound
shit.
seals up. All of the wounds on her body seal up. And she... I really just want to go home. I don't know what you just did, but can I please go home?
You're welcome.
Yeah,
I'm just
let's
gonna
go
pull
home.
my javelin out of the worm.
Nice.
can't-
Don't want to forget that.
Nope, don't want to forget that. What do you want to do with the count?
I'm gonna smack him again.
Okay. It's a temporary solution to an insanity problem. Got it.
We should tie him up and then turn him over to the authorities, right? I mean, he has killed a lot of people.
I feel like he needs a doctor though, because he's like insane. Maybe we should just like barricade the door behind us and like send him down.
You could summon more worms.
We got mercy.
When? We have destroyed so many bodies.
Yeah, but they were already dead.
You do hear Eleanor pipe up, and she goes, there is a small hold in the barony that the guards for the land use when they have prisoners they need to escort. If you barricade him here, they could come get him, and...
Actually, Eleanor, you're the one who's infected most, but we should do.
I think we should tie him up and leave him and not let him get out and hurt more people. He's killed so many people. It was horrible. I can't. I want to go home and I want to put all of this behind me and just barricade him in here, knock him out, do what you have to do. Just don't kill him.
Yep,
Can
I agree.
Can I
Do you want
look
me to
around
just
the
like
room
punch him?
last time?
Yeah, you could deck him and he'd be out. Yeah, anyone who wants to make one final investigation check, you can definitely do it.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
12.
12.
I only got 5 from my investigation.
You're too busy decking the count to
Okay.
worry about it. It's a poorly dug cellar. There's nothing really in here of interest other than the fact that there are 12 bodies here.
We don't have time to cast Detect Magic, do we, guys?
No, probably not.
No.
Yeah,
Let's get her home.
yeah, just knock him out, tie him up,
Tie him up.
get the room.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Alondra has taken that in ready hand. She's punched him. He just went down with no sound whatsoever. You actually shattered his mask, and he goes down. You tie him up, and because we are running a little over, we'll say for the sake of brevity that you get Eleanor back home. She's weak. She doesn't want to talk much. She just mentions that the Count seemed fine, if not a little odd. He's usually a very smooth talker. He seemed a little hassled and harried when everyone was arriving, and she just chalked it up to him being excited about the upcoming party. And then on the night of the party, that's when the Chamber of Horrors basically opened and people started getting attacked by these worms. She will not say much other than that. You guys get her back. As soon as you start to come up to the drive, the path up to the front door of the Baron's house, he flies out of the front door. Eleanor, my love! And they have this, like, meet in a field during sunset moment, hallmark moment, where they're just like, oh, I love you so much. I never thought I would get home. And the Baron easily drops bags of gold and the deed to the land in your hands.
Okay. One final question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does Ilaria give the locket back?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I mean, I may be a thief, but not a cold-hearted thief. So,
He gladly takes it back. He thanks all of you profusely. He actually tells you that if you so choose, he would welcome you as protectors of the barony. And if you ever need jobs or money or just anything at all, he is in your debt for as long as he possibly can imagine. He does ask you, though, if you found a woman, and he points to a young girl. He says, she ran actually through the woods. I didn't realize that she was there, but that is one of the maids of the manor's daughters. You didn't happen to find... he goes, describe your mother, honey. And she does, and you realize that was the maid whose body you smashed in the dining room.
It happens.
Oh, my bad.
are you gonna explain it to the little girl, Theo?
Yes, I am. Well,
She can go off.
dear child, when we were investigating the worm situation, we found out that they burrow inside the bodies of the host. To negate the situation and relatively ease ourselves into it, we had to decimate the corpses of the ones infected. So no, your mother, though she died gruesome, she is not going to pop out any worms.
I feel like there's a better way to describe that. Yeah,
Didn't Shatner possess you?
She is about 6 years old. Her name is Jenny. And
I know the locket did say Jen.
I did. And she just looks at all of you and she goes, so Mama's not coming back? And the Baron goes, no. Honey, we'll, and it's like, thank you. We'll take care of her. Don't worry about.
I'll be your new mom, little girl.
I want my mommy. And she starts bawling.
I give great hugs. I'll be your new
I
mom.
want my mommy.
I can't stand when children cry, so I just turn around and just like, see you guys.
Carl comes up behind Adrella and gives her a hug.
Halandra and Carl forever.
Yes,
so, that kind of concludes the adventure. You have a Baroness rescued, healed, you think, a count locked up, you found so many bodies, a lot of treasure, and you have land. Yay! That is the modified Masque of Worms from the Arcane Library. I apologize for any decimation I did on the adventure. I did some tweaking myself, but it's a really fun adventure if you guys want to check it out. I highly recommend their stuff. No, they're not paying me to say that. I just like their stuff. So you can go to their website and find their cool things. We will run part 2 of this adventure, because there is a part 2, on May 27th at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with a new group of adventurers who have to deal with the aftermath of some of the choices that these guys made. while trying to find Eleanor. And you guys made some fucking choices, so this would be interesting.
Told you, I'm just here to mess stuff up.
There you go. Thank you very much for
I'm just
joining
here for the
us.
gold.
Yep. Thank you for joining us. Thank all my players. My players are awesome. These guys are fantastic. Thank you guys so much. I know we ran over. I apologize for that. Thank you for sticking with us. We really appreciate it, and we will see you guys here in just a little over a week for part 2. Thank you guys very much, and we'll sign off now. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.